Give me your pillows. Unmute me now. Do it. Boom. That's all I was gonna. Birds aren't real. I guess I'll do it because he's not here. I don't.
True.
Thank you for keeping up the tradition.
Thank you.
I mean, that is,
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I didn't start the captions. Cool. Love that. Love that I did that.
Nice, Aaron.
Nailed it.
Really good.
It's
fine.
fine.
Happens.
It's Friday.
It's Friday.
Mm.
A long week.
Mm-hmm.
We are Not Great RPG, and we are here once again for the Lost Kings of Adoris, the campaign that I DM, as is apparent by the fact that I'm up here.
That's good.
Yeah, it would be weird otherwise.
Yes.
I just was up here.
Just chilling.
Yeah, just hanging out. I mean, you do it during the fireside chats, to be fair.
But
But that's just because your natural place up here is to just lord over us.
It's the correct thing to do.
Yeah, but we're going to go around the table real quick, introduce ourselves, have a brief recap, and then pick up where we left off last week in the midst of my first real dungeon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because sincerely, there wasn't actually a straight-up dungeon in Setendor. Good point.
Mostly outside.
Yeah, I'm John, and I'm playing Marcus. Thought I was dead.
I'm Sarah, and I'm playing Dandelion.
Paul and I'm playing Rin.
I'm Autumn, and I play Twig.
I'm Mike, and I play Mr. Pigeon.
I'm not Lawrence, and I play Shay.
I'm gonna go hang out with the cats.
Very good.
Goodbye. Oh God. My allergies.
Excuse me?
Oh, all of the mucus of my soul just came up at once.
Oh God.
Is soul mucus going to come up in Oshwamp?
No.
Okay.
It's not.
All right, so write that down.
What?
Soul mucus?
No.
Okay.
No. Don't speak it into existence.
I mean, I've already done it.
It's too late.
Last week's episode, He Who Sits Upon the Rack. You guys awaken and convene in the basement of the Last Lantern. You guys talk to Captain Emmerich about your plans for the evening. He tells you some information about the prison himself from the very few times that he has been inside, as well as where he'll be sending you guys in through the sewers in the theater district. And that there might be markings inside of the sewers that would help lead you towards the prison itself. The one known as the Wanderer enters and hands you guys the completed charm of Feigned Death. Tells you guys that it cannot be used on someone that does not willingly accept it. It will last 1 hour, and it cannot be ended early. And then he stares at you guys a bunch for a bit, and then goes and sits down and continues to watch as you talk with Captain Emmerich. You guys thank him and kind of look around nervously, and then you guys wait for nightfall. Captain Emmerich takes you guys to the sewers. He opens it with a key, sends you guys in and leaving it subtly unlocked, so that way hopefully nobody notices and locks it. You guys make your way along the sewer, coming to a large circular area with multiple pipes leading to different areas of the city. Shay finds thieves' cants scratched into the areas above each branching pipe and determines that the one that leads towards the sewers. Dandelion zips around at her 1-foot-tall pixie-like self and looks for things as the others follow behind. You guys come to another circle at the end of the pipe, and you see 3 men by the grate on the far wall in the darkness. Shay calls out to them using his knowledge of thieves' cant and other things of that nature to alert these men that they mean them no harm and that they're here for likely the same thing that they are in the dark. The men tell you that one of their friends is inside, and they will go with them and split up and ask you to choose a direction. You guys choose right, so they go left, right into the pitch black darkness. Rin has detect magic up and detects abjuration magic on one of the walls in the distance. You guys approach it, and Rin sees a faint glyph in the darkness. The party heads down a different hallway, attempting to avoid this glyph, and finds another glyph at the end of the hall, about 5 feet around a bend. Shay throws a ball bearing at it to attempt to deactivate it. It pings loudly off of the stone walls without effect and bounces to the floor. You guys hear footsteps, and Mr. Pigeon, Captain Pigeon, scales the walls and climbs onto the ceiling as the rest of the party dips around the bend. The footsteps come closer, and a figure rounds the bend 60 feet down the hall, illuminating a lantern, casting the hallway with light. Figure rapidly moves toward Mr. Pigeon on the ceiling, moving through the ward as he mutters something under his breath. The party leaps into action, killing the guard, Mr. Pigeon, and Shay, catching him as he slides towards the floor. Mr. Pigeon, in an attempt to use his movement in order to hurl the guard towards the glyph, tries to, but is unable to get him close enough as his body kind of flops to the floor like a big armored ham. You and Dandelion shove the body towards the glyph as it kind of rolls over itself and smushes around on the ground. And the glyph activates after the two of you are close enough, although the body does not seem to trigger it. As it activates, fog illuminates the space and spreads down around the hallways. You guys continue moving. You hit a few dead ends, avoid a tripwire trap that is noticed on the floor. Shay, the entire time, has been leaving ball bearings at each hallway in order to keep track of where you guys have been and where the traps are. The party leaves the body of the guard around a corner, doubling back towards where he seemed to have come from. You find several more glyphs and find their way around through other hallways. Dandelion heads towards a larger room at the end of one of the hallways and sees someone sitting in a cage, one of several, in the darkness. She determines that it is not Marcus, but is likely the man that the others were looking for. She heads back to the party, and the party rounds another long hallway, seeing another faint blue light through Rin's detect magic. In prison, Marcus does some stuff in his cage, and that's where we ended last week. So we're picking up this week with you guys. Here is the map of things that you guys have, which I know a couple people have loosely drawn. You guys are at this intersection up here. There is that little dot is where another glyph is. In front of you, there is a hallway where it banks to the right, continues forward and banks right and banks left again. You guys are standing right at this intersection, and that is where we are picking up right now.
My bones.
So I will, for the theme.
I believe right before we vacated the room, you said that Ren's detect magic had flickered out.
That's correct, yes. Rin's detect magic has ended at this point. So you see, as you round this bend, that flickering blue light where this glyph was that you detected, Rin, sputters out and vanishes.
Just need a moment here. I'll cast detect magic again.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming it's still there.
No, it's gone. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You see the abjuration magic on the wall appear once again in the darkness, casting a
I
faint
haven't-
blue glow.
Yeah, if I haven't already, I would have pointed out the glyph.
Mm-hmm.
When they triggered the other one, about how close were they?
They were they were like 2 feet away from where the glyph was.
And it was up toward the ceiling, right?
Yes, in the corner of where the ceiling meets the wall.
So when you say about 2 feet, you mean about 2 feet from underneath,
Correct.
but even further because it's up in a corner.
Yes.
Would I think, based on where they were, that if we crawled past this glyph, assuming it's on the ceiling again,
Sure.
that it would be far enough away from the glyph potentially, or is that distance
Sure.
about the same as how far out they were anyways?
Sure. So I will remind you that they were pushing the body on the floor, so they were already pretty low to the ground.
Right, but they weren't laying flat on the floor.
Absolutely. I don't think that you would be able to definitively tell from that.
I don't want a solid
Absolutely. Yeah.
no it won't.
Absolutely.
I want to know, is that distance further than they were? Because if they were 2 feet away and then away from the ceiling also,
Sure.
is the distance from the ceiling to the floor further than that distance, or is it closer anyway? So
It's closer anyway.
so the
Yeah.
assumption then would be
Yes.
probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
Up there?
Right there.
I'm going to throw the hand at it.
Sure. Yeah, you.
I'm going to back up and
Yeah.
throw the hand at it.
Yeah, you throw this guard's hand at this thing, and it slaps around the area of this cliff and falls to the floor. Nothing happens.
Nothing. Hope it's just fog.
I guess.
We could try touching it.
Does it sound like there's anybody coming?
Make a perception check for me. Or
22.
rather, sure. Yeah, either that or your passive, I guess.
My passive is a 14.
Sure. Yeah, not that you can hear from where you are right now. You do not hear any sounds of anything other than essentially the breathing of your friends and the slight shuffling of everyone in the dark, but you do not hear any other sounds.
I'd shine a light down this hallway, make sure there's not a tripwire past this cliff.
Sure, absolutely. You do not see a tripwire in this hallway. Your light is able to make it all the way down to the end of the hall, and you do not see a tripwire on the floor.
All right. Twig? Pretty sure you're more acrobatic than me. Would you care to take a leap past that?
Sure.
There's no tripwires on the other side. I think it's the only glyph in this hallway, yes?
I would believe so.
Yes, all that you can see from here is that this is the only cliff that you can detect within 30 feet of you.
All right.
Quickly, in case it's not just fog.
Alright, so I guess I'll just get a running start
Mm-hmm.
and jump as far as I can.
Okay.
That is a 17.
Okay, give me 1 second. Please make for me, as you leap through the air, you see Twig kind of back up a little bit. And in the darkness, you kind of see the reflections of her cat eyes in the darkness from the little bit of light that's coming out of Shay's lantern. She backs up and leaps to try to kind of get over the area where the glyph is. As you cross over this area, please make for me a wisdom saving throw.
Ten.
Okay. So you watch as Twig runs and jumps through the air. Twig, as you land on the ground, you feel the overwhelming need to burst out laughing. You turn around and look at your friends, and you see the reflection of this light, and you see Mr. Pigeon in his captain's outfit, and that is the funniest shit you've ever seen. And you fall to the ground and start laughing hysterically.
Okay.
I assume that's what that glyph does. Do I hear anybody coming? I assume I'd need to make a check, since she's also laughing.
Mm-hmm. Yes, please make a check for me.
7.
As far as you can tell, you do not hear any movement.
Okay.
I guess is it like really loud laughter?
It's very loud.
Is she capable of, like, she knows we shouldn't be making noise? Is it, like, to the
Absolutely.
point that she's not capable of, like...
She is not capable of not making a fit of laughter.
Well, if they're going to find us because of that, I'm going to clench down and go try and clamp her mouth.
Yeah, absolutely. So you rush towards your friend, and you, as she's rolling around on the ground...
Does it trigger again when I go past it?
It does not.
It does not.
Does not.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Come on. And I'm going to...
Yeah.
Follow.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
you
I
rush
guess if I
past...
see that he's making it, I'll also run to try to help.
Yep. Yeah, so I'll have Twig make a... actually, I'll just have you guys make a dexterity check as she is kind of, like, hilariously just rolling on the ground, cackling.
Should we just do, like, one person with advantage since I'm helping, or should
Yeah,
we both
that's
do
fine.
it?
Yep.
Okay.
Why are my dice garbage tonight?
Oh, no.
It's a 7, because I rolled 3 twice.
Sure. Yeah, so as Twig is kind of rolling around on the ground, you move your hand towards her face to try to clamp it over her mouth, and she just shakes her head, and you can't like get a purchase over her mouth where you get like a little bit of coverage, but you can't like fully cover where her mouth is, as she is just literally just rolling on the ground.
Put her to sleep.
I'll put all of us to sleep. We need to back away.
Yeah. Back up.
I'll instead of backing up, I'll try to go ahead to peek around that corner. Not like, I guess I'll stay on this side and just listen. But
Sure.
I want to try and go ahead to see if
Sure.
I hear anyone coming.
Before we resolve anything else, as we've gotten to this point, Twig, please make another wisdom saving throw.
4.
Okay.
So I
Still
back up,
laughing.
I'm gonna scoop up the hand.
Sure. Mr. Pigeon, where are you going?
So we... what way is this oriented? We were on this side of the glyph.
Yes.
That's the glyph.
Yep.
She
you
jumped
guys
past
are,
the glyph?
Yes, you guys are right on the other side of the glyph there.
So then I want to run to this first intersection.
Okay.
Try to peek down the hallway to see if I see anyone coming, and I just want to kind of crouch down there and listen.
Sure, absolutely.
I guess I shouldn't say intersection. That sounds like the end. The first turn.
Yeah, absolutely. Make a perception check for me.
Yeah. 13.
Okay. You faintly hear the sounds of something metallic moving somewhere in the halls over the sounds of Twig's extremely loud laughter.
Does it sound like the hallway I'm at that I'm looking down, or does it sound like it's coming from, I guess, my left from that intersection that I'm not at?
Sure. You're not able to pinpoint exactly which hallway it's coming from, but it is coming from that direction.
Okay, I was just saying, I guess a better question would be I don't see anything.
You do not see
Sure.
anything at this point. Yes, correct.
What can he see down that hallway
Yeah.
since he's
Yep.
looking that way?
So let me draw this out. You see about 20 feet and a turn to the right, and then another 20 feet and a T intersection.
Okay.
Running out of space already. It's not to scale.
Yeah, and then further down a T.
Oh, further down that way, there's another T.
Yes. Yeah, you're out of space.
Darn it.
I'm going to.
Yeah, just do the
Yeah.
T there.
I'm going to
Yeah.
attempt to put Twig to sleep.
Sure.
I hope you don't have a lot of health. Because I'm running out of spell slots. Oh, God. $26.
That works.
That beats your health?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Twig.
That had to have been tight.
Yeah.
As this magic hits her in this area, as the rest of you stand back and Mr. Pigeon dips around this corner, you watch as Twig just gets a strange look over her face as her eyes kind of close. You have the mask on too, right? Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
through the mask,
Would that have muffled the laughter at all?
no. You watch as her eyes begin to close and her face kind of droops a little bit as this laughter trails off and she starts snoring quietly on the floor.
Alright.
And as I look down and I know that I hear something, I'm just gonna start waving my arms back.
Wake her back up and back around the corner.
I'll tap you on the head.
I'll abruptly sit up and grab my dagger out.
I'll gesture you for
We
us to
need
move
to back up. There's somebody coming.
I guess I'll make my way back as well and meet back at the corner
So
there.
if that glyph was here
Yes.
and he came down this way, and she would have been in the middle
Somewhere
there
around
somewhere.
Mhm.
So back up and around the corner if he's saying he heard something coming from this way.
Sure, absolutely. You guys are backing up around this corner.
Yep.
Cool.
And getting very quiet and listening to hear if it sounds like it was, if we can hear it still, if it sounds like it was somebody coming to check noise or if it was somebody in the distance just on patrol.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, I would say that you absolutely hear the sounds of rapid movement as you guys are sitting silently, now having quieted Twig down. This does not sound like someone making their rounds. This sounds like much more rapid
Does
movement.
it sound like it's getting closer to us, or does it sound like it's heading toward something else?
Sounds like it's getting closer to you.
Is it?
One set of feet?
Yeah.
Make
Like
an
the last
investigation check with advantage because you're listening for a similar sound.
Yeah, I mean, if they're moving quickly.
Absolutely.
You said investigation or perception?
Uh,
For listening
perception.
with advantage?
Yes.
The hell is this night? 12.
Okay. From what you can tell, it sounds like one pair of feet, but with the rapid sounds and the echoing, it's a little difficult to tell.
Sure. Stay quiet and be ready. Get ready to stab somebody again.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna get low.
Sure.
I'm gonna go up again.
I'll go up.
I'm gonna step back about 10 feet from everyone else, from the way we came.
I want to be at the corner, just far enough around the corner that if somebody went to round the corner, I wouldn't be the first thing they see before they got around. Like, I wouldn't want somebody to be, like,
Absolutely.
approaching the corner and see me at an angle. I'd
For
want to
sure.
be just far enough back.
Yeah. So if you guys can describe for me what your order is in this hallway, with it being a 5-foot wide hallway. You said that you're...
Crouched at the corner,
Yep.
pressed tight to the wall.
Absolutely. Just around the corner, pressed against the wall.
Close enough to lunge somebody coming around the corner.
Got it.
But not on the corner.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'll be above Shay,
Above Shay.
hugging the ceiling again.
Okay. Same spot as he is, around the corner, up on the ceiling.
Yeah, but like tight up against the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you're in the actual corner. So if somebody was looking down this hallway, they would see you, or are you...
No,
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 we're
no.
all around the corner.
Got it.
We're all over here.
Sure.
She's saying in the corner against the ceiling
Got
on
it.
this wall.
Absolutely. Okay.
Like,
Yep.
Same as me, just high instead of low.
Yep. Got it.
He backed up 10 feet further back than we
You're
did.
back 10 feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
I'll
also
be on the wall in
went high.
between. Yeah.
In
So
between...
I'll be just
In the
below.
middle.
Yeah. Sure.
This is the stack.
Crouched, crouched on the wall.
Yes.
I'd still be on the floor, just
Behind them.
Just behind me.
Shay, yeah.
Okay.
sneaky stack.
Alrighty. So, you guys hear the sounds of metal and footsteps approaching you. And as you see a guard round this corner, we are going to roll initiative.
I'm hidden. I'm ready.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
absolutely.
I gotta roll for Shimmer too.
Mm.
17.
No!
Flip over here.
He was number 1.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay. Ren, what do you got?
It's a 1 plus 4. Solid 5.
Are you using your familiar?
God damn it, I am.
Dandelion?
So, I rolled a 3 plus 2, so 5. And Shimmer got a 1 plus, I think, 2.
Okay. So So Shimmer's the 3. Which one of you wants to go first? Ren or Dandelion?
You can go first because your initiative was higher.
Okay.
My birds is sorry.
It's usually +2.
Damn it, I can't find it. Just skip me.
I think it's +2.
Okay.
12.
12, Twig. Mr. Pigeon.
9.
Okay.
I think
And
it's
Shay?
just whatever their dex is.
Yeah, you're right.
17.
Okay.
It's a 6 for my familiar.
6. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we are leading off the top of the order as this guard rounds the corner. Shay, you are up first. You do have unseen attacker.
See if I can roll above a 10. Wouldn't that be cool? Sure can. That's a natural 20 done.
Nice.
Very good. All right.
Just one shot him. Get him out of here.
We're gonna try. We're gonna come damn close. That is.
Oh, I used this earlier. Yeah, I took it. It rolled a 2.
39.
39. Okay. You're using which weapon?
The rapier.
The rapier. Absolutely. So you see this guard round the corner to where you guys are, and from your spot in the corner, you strike up into his side and clip the portion in between his like chain body piece and where his leg plates pick up and go up into his side as you feel your rapier kind of scratch against the like his ribs as you stab up into this person, and you pull out as he lets out this exasperated gasp. Anything else on your turn?
How's he looking?
He looks bloodied for sure. You see the color drain from his face.
Just as I pull back, because I know Twig's behind me, and I'm assuming she'll be able to get a lunge in before I'll have time to do another one, I would
Sure.
press tight to the wall and back up to, like, let her through.
Okay, sure, absolutely.
Since, we got a stack going.
Yep. All right. Next up is this knight. Let me switch this music because we're now beating stuff up. Let me grab this real quick.
Close to capped.
As close as I can get without being there. You know what? I didn't add the +4 from my mod. It was 43.
43.
Apologies.
No worries, no worries, no worries. Yeah, so you watch as this knight just lets out this heavy, like, exasperated breath as literally you puncture into one of his lungs and the air just is forced out of his body. And he is surprised, so he does nothing on his turn. Twig, you're up.
I'm also gonna use my rapier. And 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Uh, 16.
16 damage. Okay, describe how you kill this guard.
I want to go for the head. Just like a nice through the side.
Sure. So he does have a helmet on. So if you want to go through like the eye holes, I'll let you do that.
Yeah,
Sure, absolutely.
Right between the eye.
Sure. So you watch as Shay pushes himself against this wall, and Twig leaps, bounces off of the far wall, and just runs her rapier through this man's head. As it passes through his skull and hits, you hear it clang at the back of his helmet as he just stops moving and begins to fall to the floor.
Quiet. I'll listen for another one.
Twig, anything else on your turn?
No, that'll be it.
Okay. Mr. Pigeon, we are still in initiative order.
Mm-hmm.
You do not see anybody else. You do hear movement.
I was gonna say I'll just like try to listen then. All
Yeah.
right, I hear movement. Down the hallway. I assume
Yes.
it's the okay. Yeah, I guess. So are you? He was still in the hallway, right?
It was
Or
right as
had
he was
he
coming
turned?
around the
He
corner.
has just turned around the bend, yes.
So he slumped like right at the corner.
Yes.
We're
okay.
all still.
Absolutely, yeah. You guys are still around the corner.
Can we drag him?
Yeah, I guess I'll hold my action for somebody to turn that corner then. And I guess I'm just going to try to. I guess I'll hold inflict wounds.
Sure.
No, I won't. I'll just hold a normal deck.
Okay. Anything else?
That will be it.
All right. Ren, your bird is up.
She's gonna chill with me.
Sure. Sits on your shoulder.
Am I able to shift its initiative order? Below, like lower.
So since your next turn, you can tell it what to do, and then it'll do that on its turn.
Okay.
So, like it
Yeah, it can hold its action.
Okay.
well, it doesn't. I mean, if you don't give it a command, it just takes the dodge action.
Yeah. It's,
No,
yeah.
I'm just trying to be greedy with it, so I want
Sure.
to move it.
But if you
No, yeah, you can't move it.
Okay, I'll just have it hold its action.
Okay.
And if it sees somebody, it's gonna claw them
it doesn't
Sure.
attack.
to help.
Yeah,
Okay.
for the help action, absolutely. Yep.
You
can
have
hold-
to do that on your turn. Tell it to do that.
Okay. Oh, so
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
okay.
That's correct.
So then I can't shift it, so it's just gonna take the dodge action then. Okay.
Yeah, first turn it would take the dodge action. That's
Alright.
correct. Yep.
Takes dodge.
Yeah. So next up is Dandelion.
Is this guy still like in the hallway? Like they can, if someone was coming down the hallway, would they see
They
him?
would absolutely see the guard.
What's he look like? This guard.
You can make a perception check if you'd like. It is dark.
So what I'm going to do for my turn is I'm going to cast Silent Image
Okay.
in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And based on what information I have about the appearance of this man,
Okay.
I'm going to make a duplicate of this man standing
At the end of
at
the
the
hall.
end of the hall, just like looking down in our direction.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
Just like a
Sure. Sure.
just a big shiny man.
Sure. That's very clever. Yeah, make a perception check with disadvantage because it is dark.
Yep.
To try to see what this person looks like under their armor.
No.
Damn.
Perception?
Yes.
6.
Okay. Yeah, so you see through the helmet, you can see the pointed elven ears kind of smushed, but otherwise you really can't get a whole lot of look from him, especially because there is blood all over his face and one of his eyes has been gouged out, so it is a little bit difficult to get what he looks like.
Yeah, that's fair.
But you make an image of this guard to the best of your ability, standing on the other side of the hall, blocking, looking down towards where you guys are standing. Okay. All right. Next up is Shimmer.
Shimmer's taking the dodge action. I
Okay.
don't do anything. We're just chilling by me.
Yep.
There's nothing to.
Okay. You guys hear the sounds of clanging mishmash of metal footsteps in the halls where that other guard came from. And we are back at the top of the initiative order, Shay.
I mean, so we hear it because it sounds like they're moving quickly.
Yes.
It's close. Does it sound like it's more than one person at this point? We had just this one guy around this
absolutely.
corner.
Yeah, with the sound of the echoing, this definitively sounds like more than one person moving. Yes. Yeah, they're not like walking in step to hide their movement. They are running through the halls.
Run the dynamite. I'm going to pull this body around the corner, and then I'm going to back up.
Okay.
I never took my turn, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
That's my
sure,
mistake,
I
sorry.
held my action.
Sure.
And I take out the dynamite.
Okay. Well, holding your action works till the end of the turn.
Okay.
End of the round, rather.
Okay.
I think you can hold your action. To
Yeah,
the end
so
of your
that doesn't
next-
make any
so your
sense
next
because
turn.
then
It
think
is
it's-
until the
it's
end
till
of
the
his,
start of-
It's till the start of your next
Yeah.
turn.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that
Sure.
makes no. Yeah.
Sure,
okay.
absolutely.
So I mean, I would use my action to take it take one bundle
Sure.
out of the bag of holding.
Okay.
Bundle.
We have a lot of dynamite.
We've got 6 more.
I just expected a stick.
In terms of the rulings on the action that he can take, just for all fairness, I believe you have to set the action, and then you either have to take that action or move up to your speed.
Okay.
Yes.
Which,
Yeah, typically.
because he wasn't planning on pulling the dynamite, I
Sure,
do not believe
that's
that
fair.
was what
That's
he
fair.
held his action to do.
Yeah, that's fair. We will.
Okay.
So yeah, that will have to wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
That's
simply
right.
on
Absolutely.
my turn, I'm going to say,
The dynamite.
Well,
you know,
okay, so
rend the dynamite, and I'm gonna pull
Sure.
the body around the corner.
So
and
let's rewind
get
a second
back.
since we actually skipped
What
me.
would Ren have
Did
done?
we actually skip?
Yes.
What would you have
Yes.
done here?
So I would have had my bird hold its action to specifically assist me if anybody turns the corner
Right.
in attacking.
Sure.
That's
Okay.
And you would have held your action.
yeah.
Sure. Absolutely. Okay. That guy's dead. Twig.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my action for someone turning the corner.
Okay. And you would attack them.
Yep.
Okay. Mr. Pigeon.
So he said to get the dynamite.
The best plan I've ever had.
I'm up on the wall. I guess I just want to try to very barely peek my eyes over the
Sure.
wall and try and see if I can see anything. I'll even take my hat off.
Sure.
Just try to get right around the corner up in the middle of the wall near the top. I just want to see if I can see them coming.
Sure. Absolutely. I'll tell you as you peek around, you do not see anything.
Okay. I guess I will stay tilted back so I can see not down the hall but a couple feet in.
Sure.
And I guess I will hold. If you hold a spell, you lose it if it doesn't get cast, right? Okay. I will not hold a spell then. I will, I guess, gesture to everybody that I, point back and forth and kind of
Sure.
shrug from the top of the wall. And I'll hold an action that if I see someone that's going to come around the corner, I'll try to jump on them, assuming that that's not who's going to get hit with the
Yeah, a
dynamite.
sky clown. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, Ren, your bird comes back to its turn and puts its dukes up and waits for somebody to come around the corner.
Great.
We are back to your turn.
Shit. Okay. Yeah, I'll use my action to take a bundle of dynamite out of my bag. How? Because okay, so where is everybody? Because this is going to be a massive explosion.
So, hallway, corner, dead body. You were like
10 feet back.
back.
Yeah.
So ran. I pulled the body and moved back. I probably only would have made it back to you, ish.
And the rest of us are still up there with the dead body.
Pidge is up here. You're above him still. So Dandelion is above him. Twig was like right behind me, ish, before I took my turn. I don't think you moved forward to where I was.
Yeah.
So something like that.
Sure.
Okay.
It's a mess of people in this hallway.
And
Okay.
it's a 5-foot wide hallway, 10-foot ceiling.
10-foot ceiling.
So, yeah, I take it out. My bird will hold its action until. Oh shit! This is weird because it goes before me. Fuck.
Have it
ten-
help someone else.
Yeah,
too.
that's what I was gonna do, but then I'll have it help Mr. Pigeon. If anybody rounds the corner and a melee ensues.
Okay. Very good.
And that's my turn.
Very good. Dandelion.
Are there any rocks on the ground?
No. No rocks.
No rocks. I'm going to pull out my dagger
Okay.
and probably back up about 5 feet and hold my action as well for anyone coming around the corner to attempt to stab them with my dagger.
Okay. Yeah, so you have your dagger out.
Yep. And then I'm going to command Shimmer to help. So do you help a person or do you help against a target?
You help. That's a good question.
I believe you help a person.
Yeah, you usually help a person. I don't know if familiars have different rules.
Because it's you distract. Like with familiars, you're distracting them.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had to use one, but I think that was just meant to be the flavor.
You help a creature.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, the creature you aid gains advantage on the next check.
Yes, then I will have Shimmer help Shay.
Okay. Shimmer is going to help Shay. All right. Yeah, so Shimmer's going to, on his turn, zip up and hover above Shay and hold his action to do that. And you guys see a guard round the corner towards where you guys are, and everybody who held an action, your action triggers as he enters your view.
You have advantage.
Me first?
I don't know who's first.
You want to go in initiative order?
I'd assume in whatever order they were held.
Yes.
Since multiple people held to attack.
Mm-hmm. Did you hold to attack?
I
No,
did
you
not.
backed
I
up.
backed up.
Yep.
I used my action to pull the body around the corner, and I backed up.
I messed up. I thought you were holding your action. Alright.
That would be me.
Yep.
12.
Okay, 12 does not hit.
I messed up.
So you stab towards this person, and they immediately
Do
whip
they-
their blade
Yeah, does
out.
she get unseen attacker? Would she have advantage? As they're rounding the corner?
Also, did it see my illusion?
that also.
True.
Because the illusion was at the
yeah,
corner.
let me,
Would they even be rounding the corner?
Absolutely, that's a good point. Let's see. Dandelion, what's your spell save DC? It doesn't matter. You rolled a 7. So, yeah, I guess that's fair. So the way that I'll resolve this is the guard rounds another corner, sees this guard standing, this image, look towards this, and makes his way towards this guard. And you hear him say, in Elvish, "Isaac, what's going on?" And he moves towards him and reaches up, and his hand goes through the image right as he gets to the edge of this hallway. And I will give you Unseen Attacker because he did not determine that this was an illusion up until the point where he was in range of you.
Okay.
That's how I will rule that.
22.
22 will hit.
$16.
16, okay. Yeah, so you, as he rounds the corner, you stab into the piece between his arm and his chain breastplate, and just kind of rip up through his shoulder as you scrape up his arm and dip back into the darkness. Anything else on your held action? I guess that was your held action. You also held an action?
No.
You did
I
not.
didn't.
Okay,
It's helping.
That's right.
My bird's helping.
That's right.
Okay.
Mr. Pigeon.
Yep, Mr. Pigeon, you're up. Your action triggers next.
All right, yeah. I said I was gonna try to leap at that person. With when I was situated, and since he like kind of slowed down to talk, would I hear more footsteps or?
You do hear another set of footsteps. Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I mean he got hit around the corner or in sight of whoever might be behind him.
It would have been as he rounded the corner.
Okay.
And make a perception check for me.
Sure. 11.
Okay. Hard to tell where the footsteps are coming from. There's a lot of noise
Sure,
and
that's
a
fine.
lot of echoing
Yeah.
at this point. Yeah.
But he is like around the corner.
Yes, he is.
Okay, then yeah, I will try to swing at him with my my sickle then.
Mm-hmm.
I have advantage and elven accuracy. 20 something. 24.
24? 24 hits?
Alrighty. That'll be 7 slashing.
Okay.
And if I can use the sickle too, I would try to like hook it around and pull a little more, just
Sure.
to get him a little further around the corner
Sure.
if I can.
Yeah, that's fun. Make a strength saving throw. Well, just a strength check against me.
17.
No, he is a 19 on the die.
Darn it.
Yeah, so you hook your sickle around him and kind of like carve along his side and try to yank towards him, and he resists and slides the sickle off.
Okay.
Cool idea, though. Where were we in? Oh, he moved around, so
I had my reaction.
you have
too.
your reaction. Yes, that's right. You have your dagger.
And I did roll a nat 20.
Okay.
Yes. From above.
Just yeah. So that's, do we cap just the roll, right? Or do we cap the whole damage?
Cap the die, roll the die,
Yep.
add the mod.
Yes.
7.
Okay.
That was with the mod.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you watch
There's
as
only a +2.
Dandelion just zips off of the ceiling and stabs into the same spot that Twig stabbed with her rapier with the dagger as this man just, like, kind of cries out a little bit and looks very perturbed at this 1 foot tall floating fairy that is attacking him in the dark. And we are back at the top of the order with Shay.
Me. So she's...
Sorry, he would get an action.
Oh, yeah, because it was
Right,
his
yeah.
turn when all
Yes.
that happened. Yes,
Yeah.
what is he doing?
Yeah, so he is going to swing at Twig. Nope, so the first one's a 13, which for sure misses, and he's going to swing again.
Gotta save all the nat 20s for me. Don't crit anybody else in the campaign.
And an 18 on the second. Oh my god. You take 4 points of slashing damage as he slices into you with his longsword. Rolled a 1 on the die.
Nice.
Really good.
It's crisp.
Those are his 2 attacks. Already did that. Now we're back up at the top of the order as you guys do hear footsteps coming from the other direction.
From the other direction?
From behind you.
From behind us.
Yes.
Oh boy.
You hear another set of footsteps.
Okay. And it's my turn?
It is your turn.
Sound like one set of
does.
footsteps?
Yes.
Sound close.
Pretty close.
My friends are all facing the corner. You're still next to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't moved.
You have Shimmer's aid as well.
How far is it to the next corner down the hallway?
It is from behind where you guys were. It is 40 feet to the T intersection.
Okay. I'm gonna slip around Ren and start heading in that direction.
Sure.
I'm going to... I'm gonna... I gotta look at something. I apologize.
Yeah, no, take your time.
So if I was next to him, to get past him and get down toward the other corner, how far toward that direction would I think I could get? Like, how far can I get? I'm going in that direction.
Sure.
With my normal movement without dashing. So if
Sure.
if he and I were
Yeah, absolutely. You had backed
functionally
up a
next
little
to
bit.
each other, I had backed up
Yeah.
effectively
Absolutely.
to him.
Yeah, he was
It's a
10 feet.
5-foot hallway, so
Yeah, I would say you can get to the corner, but not into the hall.
okay.
So you could get to that
I can
corner.
get to the corner.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Then I would get to the corner, and I'd get in the same position from which I stabbed the previous guard, and I'd
Sure.
ready my action to stab a
wait for
guard
the other guard.
rounding this corner.
Yeah.
And I guess as I was slipping past him, I'd let him know that that's what I was getting ready to do.
Sure.
Like, back me up.
Yep. Cool.
Gonna go get ready.
Very good. Twig, you are up.
I'm gonna stab at him again.
Very good.
It's a nat 20.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
So what is it? We cap the die, roll the die.
Cap the die, roll the die.
Do I cap my...
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so it'll be 20 plus whatever you roll, plus your mod.
Yeah, he's probably dead, but we'll see.
I'm not good at math. Should we start by rolling dice? Yeah, I'm trying to...
You have calculators floating around.
Yeah, I have.
Actually, he's for sure dead. If it's 20 plus... What is your mod?
It's an 8 and 2 6s, so it's 20
Yeah,
plus the mod plus the roll.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
dead.
So it's
Yeah.
it's at least 26.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Describe how you killed this guard. Where would you like to stab this one?
I'm gonna go for the head again.
Okay. Right through the eyes again.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Got to play the hits, you know. Give the people what
Is
they
it,
want.
is it a different eye this time or in between?
No, it's the same one.
Oh,
Same.
She's practicing.
oh boy.
And perfect her eye gouging technique.
Does his eyeball come off on my rapier?
Yeah, with an out 20, absolutely. It does. Yeah, so you stab through, clang into the back, and you just twist and hear as his eye pops out of his skull.
I'm gonna pop that in my pocket.
Very good.
Yes, a trinket.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Gross.
rip the eye out as it like catches for a minute, and you just kind of like a fishing rod, just kind of yank it as it just pulls out, and all of the nerves pop out of the back of his skull. So you've got an eye complete with all those juicy nerve bits.
Ugh.
Anything else, Twig?
No. That's it.
Okay. Very good.
Just in terms of getting to the corner and trying to be hidden.
Mm-hmm.
I moved my normal speed. I would have been trying to be quiet. Do you want a stealth roll, or should I just assume that because he's also
sure.
running in this direction
Is
that
that
he
an-
would not have heard me moving?
Is
Yeah,
that an
make
ability
a
check?
stealth check.
Okay.
You technically get advantage on that?
I get advantage because I have boots of
Oh.
velvet gun.
All right.
So yes. Natural 20.
Okay. Yeah. You feel as if you are
Real quiet.
appropriately quiet.
Melds into the wall.
My immersion
Yeah.
with the wall.
Mr. Pigeon.
All right, I guess I'm gonna peek down this hallway again around the little corner bit and see what I see.
This is
You need, like, a little
this is the
like a
killing
little
hallway.
Uh-huh. Yup, yeah, hat back off again. And
Yep.
what do I
So yeah, you peek around the hallway and you do not see anything.
say? Okay. I guess I'll give it a listen just in case I hear any footsteps.
Sure. Make a check for me.
Yeah. 11.
Okay. Yeah, you hear more noises, but they sound further off. You can't really pinpoint where they're coming from.
Okay.
Yeah.
The guard's bumping into the people we came in with.
It's about time.
Running for us and finding them. Perfect, our distraction.
I guess I'll gesture to the you went to the other hall. Right? Yeah, I'll gesture that way to anybody that's still around me, but I'll then hug the corner and wait
Sure.
just in case.
Sure. Which hall are you hugging? Sorry.
I'll stay where I am and gesture
Absolutely.
for other people to go the other way, and
Got it.
I'll wait here
All
for
right.
one more round, see if anything happens.
Rain, your bird's chilling on your shoulder, waiting to.
Yeah, he's gonna wait for me.
Yep. You're up.
Great. So how far away am I either way? Because I'm 10 feet away from them. How
Yep,
far is
30
it?
feet from the other corner.
30 feet?
Yes. Yeah, it's a 40-foot hallway, so you're smack dab right there.
So you can make it to either corner.
I don't think I need to move.
Got the best spot in the house.
Yeah, let's see here. Double check. I don't think I do. I don't need to move, but my bird will hold its action to help Shay in case
Sure.
somebody rounds the corner. And I'm
Absolutely.
gonna move 10 feet closer to Shay so that way
Sure,
I'm
so you're
20
split 20
right,
feet from
right in the
either way.
center.
You got it.
Still holding my bundle of dynamite
Very good.
in case it gets dangerous.
Dandelion, you're up.
How much noise have we made in this hallway?
How much what?
Noise.
I mean, a fair bit at this point.
A fight's worth.
Yeah.
Couple gasps, some clanks.
Yeah.
Definitely some clanks.
Seeing my party now split on either side of this hallway, I would like to stand in the middle of the hallway and ready an Eldritch Blast for the first enemy
That rounds either corner.
that rounds either corner.
Sure.
Opposite Ren. Facing Ren on the opposite side of the hallway.
Yep. I'm gonna do that,
Very good.
Shimmer is going to help Mr. Pigeon.
Very good.
Yeah.
So
We've done
Shimmer
it.
zips on over to Mr. Pigeon. You guys are hunkered down in this hallway. So Shimmer on his turn zips over to Mr. Pigeon.
How many guards do we need to be able to kill? Do we have to kill to roam freely?
And Shay, another guard, rounds this corner. And your reaction triggers.
Which corner?
Your held action. The corner down at the bottom. Where
So,
Shay is. So
would that-
yours would trigger as well, yes.
And mine?
Yeah, what did you hold your action to?
Firebolt.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yep.
13, which I assume will not hit.
13 will not hit.
22.
22 hits.
I'm gonna assume. Yeah, it's 13.
Yeah, 13 does not hit.
10 points of force damage.
Very good.
You had advantage, right?
Yeah. I mean, would we have all had advantage as unseen attackers?
Well,
Isn't that a rogue
my
thing?
bird helped you.
I would have had advantage from that no matter what.
Oh.
But I also probably would have had advantage from not being seen.
Yeah, you would have.
What about the two of them?
I think that's a rogue thing. I don't think anyone can.
I don't know if it's a rogue thing. I'm pretty sure it's just.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, because you guys were not actively hiding. You were just standing,
Okay.
preparing to blast. He was actively hiding and made a stealth check, so you would have unseen attacker. You two would not.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So Shay stabs up, and the dagger gets, or sorry, your rapier gets blocked by his long sword as he ducks under a firebolt that strikes against the back wall, and Dandelion's Eldritch Blast finds purchase and strikes
hate
him in
you.
the chest as he gets knocked back slightly and kind of stutter steps backwards.
How much noise does that Eldritch Blast make now that it's been set off?
I mean, it's a bit of sound, especially as it's striking metal.
Probably not as much as the firebolt.
Definitely, I would say more than the firebolt.
I think more
think
than the
so?
firebolt.
Yes.
I guess the
Yeah.
blast.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
is
it's
force.
Yeah, it makes a certainly a blast of sound as it strikes into this chainmail in his chest. Back up to the top of the order. Sorry, he has an action. I have to not skip him. Yeah, so he's going to swing at Shay, who is right there. With the first attack, that is a 14.
No.
Okay, and second attack, that is a 17.
Yes.
Oh my god, I'm one again. 4 points of slashing damage. Jesus
I'll allow
Christ.
it to resolve.
My
on.
god. It
Nice
literally-
guards.
It hit the 6, bounced off of the wall, and then rolled to the 1.
What type of elves are these guys again? High elves, right? I can't tell.
Impossible to tell. No, they're,
Yeah,
they're
helmets.
Based on height.
Yeah, they look like high elves.
Okay.
Yes.
Are they different heights?
Yes.
Yeah, that is his action. Back to the top of the order with Shay.
Me.
Yes.
Again.
You're in.
Yeah. Okay. Probably just gonna hit him. Oh, let me check. Yeah. Just gonna hit.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
That is cocked. That is not cocked. That's a 23.
23 hits.
Is his bird also within 5 feet of this guard?
Would have to be, yeah.
And does that qualify as an enemy of the creature that I'm attacking?
That's a good question.
I would think so.
I get the feeling it probably doesn't, although they can attack it, so I don't know.
They can attack it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, it does. Pneumonia
Damn.
grants advantage to the help action and its presence
Okay.
adjacent to an enemy can allow sneak attacks. Yes.
15.
15 on the attack or 15 damage, sorry.
15 damage.
15 damage, got it.
Yeah, it was a 23 to hit.
That's
15
right, that's
damage.
right, that's right.
How do you feel about half the party being rogues?
And I will use my bonus action.
Bonus action.
Bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
To help the young master on his next attack against this man.
Very good.
Everyone's just helping each other.
Very helpful.
Yeah, so you
Just wait till I get
stab
guiding bolt in
on
here.
at the lower portion of this man's chest with your rapier and kind of hook into the chains and pull a little bit on his chainmail to try to distract him to help Ren. Twig, you're up. You're down the other end of the hall.
How long is this hallway?
It is 40 feet.
And I would have to move. I would have to move through people, right? I guess it's only.
5 foot wide, yeah. Thank you very much, Levi, for the resub.
Thanks.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna move to the other end of the hallway. I would have to be on the other side of Shay, right? You're within 5 feet
Mhm.
of the guy.
Mm.
So I'll get on behind him.
Sure, absolutely.
That rolled so much.
It's an 8.
Okay, yeah, 8 does not hit. Yeah, so you run down and do the same thing, leaping off the wall to try to get behind this guard on the other side of this wall and stab forward. And he instinctively throws his shield to the side as he's fiddling, trying to get Shay's blade off of his chainmail and blocks your attack as he just shoves you sideways. Anything else?
No.
All right.
Yeah.
Mr. Pigeon.
All right, I want to give my my hallway another look and listen real quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
Natural 20.
Okay. You can tell that these other footsteps are definitively not close to where you guys are and seem to be getting quieter by the second.
Okay, so it does not sound like they're coming toward us. or
Correct.
Toward where I am.
Yes,
Would he be able to tell if they sound as urgent as the ones that approached us?
they do.
So they sound like they're running, but in another direction.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. People have been alerted to your presence.
Yeah, that makes sense. I will. It's a pretty long hallway. I can't. I don't think I can realistically get down there and help out too much. So then I guess I want to use my actions worth of time to crouch down and study this this dead guy and grab his shield.
Sure.
The one that. I know one's name was Isaac. So not Isaac. I want to study not Isaac.
Okay, sure. Yep.
And get a real good look and then make my way down.
Sure, absolutely. Make your way down towards
yeah.
them. Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. Yeah, you get a real good look at Isaac. You pick up
Not
his...
Not Isaac.
Sorry,
Not
not
Isaac.
Isaac.
Whoever not Isaac is.
Yeah, opposite Isaac. You pick up the shield and begin making your way down towards your friends.
Actually, I'm not gonna make my way down through that.
Okay,
then.
you're just gonna
I want to
hold-
go. Yeah, I want to go the other way and look down these hallways, or get as close to looking down those hallways as I can.
Sure,
All of them were
absolutely.
bunched up. I don't think they're in any real danger. I want to see if I can find the other footsteps.
Sure, absolutely. Yes, you take your movement and move to the end of this hallway and peek down.
I mean, I guess it lasts an hour, so if I have enough of my action after getting a look at not Isaac, I'm gonna cast Disguise Self to make myself look like not Isaac.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
And hold his actual shield, because
Yep.
I am proficient with those, even though I never use one.
Introduce yourself as not Isaac.
Yep.
So I'll tell you as you make your way around this corner and down to the end of this hallway, where this T intersection was, you can see that it connects up to this other hallway, theoretically.
This part here?
Yeah, you see it go to the left where the other one went to the right. Given the
Just do a
space,
little dotted line since we're not positive.
Yep.
Or
and
the other
then
side, I'm sorry.
It's up top.
That's this. This was where he came around originally, and then I'm back down over here.
Yeah, so that hallway, you
came
can
down
see
here.
that
That's
hallway.
right.
Every one of these maps is a different orientation, and I'm a gorilla.
You were correct.
Okay,
Yeah,
I get
you
it
were
right.
right.
Good.
Yeah, you were
I have
correct.
the lid still.
Yeah, boy. That's here.
Okay.
Yes, correct. Yeah, so you see a hallway there, and around this left bend, you see a hallway here.
Uh-huh.
So around that little short corner there.
So then, yeah, I probably can't move too much more on my turn. So once I get a good look around, I'll just try and scout out the hallways I am near.
Sure,
And,
absolutely.
And I'll wait there for a second.
Very good. Holding your position. Rin, your bird and you are up.
All right, so first I'll say that my bird holds its action to help Shay,
Very good.
and then I'm going to firebolt this bastard.
Very good.
So it's 18 plus 6, 24.
Yes.
Thank goodness, because the other one was a natural 1.
Oh boy.
I think I helped.
That's 5 points of fire damage.
5 points of fire damage. Very good. You rocket this bolt of fire down the hallway and just kind of like strike this man in his mask as it just kind of like singes the area around his eyes as your friends are kind of like on the corner and on the side of him. Did you roll with advantage from?
We did.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Yeah, so you strike into him and it kind of singes the areas around his face. Anything else on your turn?
No.
Okay. Dandelion.
Yeah, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast?
Eldritch
Go for
Blast. 17, I believe. Yes, 17.
it. 17 hits.
Cool. No. That's going to be 7 points of force damage.
7 points of force damage, okay.
Yes.
Where are you aiming on him out of curiosity?
Face.
7 points of face damage.
7 points of face damage,
Yes.
yeah. So you rocket an Eldritch Blast down the hall and strike this man in the mask. Again, in his helmet, not his mask. Sorry, he doesn't have a mask on. An emotional mask.
Well,
maybe,
this
not
is
physical.
this is a mask.
Yeah, same area where Rin's firebolt struck. You strike him in the face as his head just like whips backwards and clangs against the wall. Not enough to do any damage, but just kind of disorienting him a little bit. Anything else? What's your command for Shimmer as well?
My command for Shimmer is to Shimmer's gonna help me this time. Come back and help me.
Shimmer's going to come back and help you. Very good. All right, this guard is up, and he is going to attack Twig on his side. Actually, Shay's right in front of him, so he's going to attack Shay. That would make more sense logically. You're on the shield side, so that he's not going to expose his side to stab you.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that would be pretty
I
dumb.
can just.
Would be pretty dumb, and he is intelligent. First attack is going to miss as he stabs down with his rapier as you are kind of like crouched in the corner, and or with his longsword, and you whip the blade to the side and crack it into the wall. And he pulls back to attack again, and that's going to be a 16. Let's try not to roll a 1 this time. I'm actually going to use the other die.
Or you could roll a 1.
No, that's a 6. 6 plus 3, 9 slashing damage as you crack his blade against the wall, and he slips under your hand and slices kind of your forearm that is holding your blade to the side as he kind of whips under to the side. And that is going to be his turn. Back to the top of the order with Shay.
I'm being helped.
You are being
yes.
helped by the bird.
You stab it.
Very good.
That's 24 to hit.
24 certainly hits.
19 damage.
Describe how you kill this guard.
Not Isaac.
Not Isaac.
I'm gonna stab him in the throat.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm angry that he just hit me real hard.
Sure.
So I'm gonna let him.
Yeah, absolutely. So you, as he slices your arm and dips back,
Put
you
the
reach
free
up.
hand on his helmet and
Yeah.
like push him against the wall.
Yep. Yeah, because you're going to have to lift up the neck piece that is laying down. So
Yeah,
you
just-
reach up, rip the neck piece up, and stab into his throat and continually stab as your blade clangs against the back of this wall. And he crumples to the ground. And we are out of initiative order. You guys will now be able to take individual actions, but if you move... obviously, there are still other footsteps in here, so your movement will still matter for how much you're moving. We're just not doing it in initiative order.
Okay.
But as far as timing within rounds,
Gotcha.
yeah, your movement still matters.
So I saw this way. Can I see anything this way?
Yeah, there's a dip to the left. So you're right.
This like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And I mean that put me. So I'm like right there in that hallway.
Correct.
Yeah, I guess I'll just take like a round's worth of walking normal, so I still have an action. But I'll go down and peek around. I guess like listening. I wouldn't say I'm going slow, but not running. You know.
Sure. Which way are you heading?
To that bend that
Okay.
I just saw.
Yeah. So I would say that you'll use half your movement to move there.
Okay.
You turn that corner and it is a dead end.
Okay.
And 1 second.
I heard footsteps in this general direction though, right?
You did.
So they're around somewhere. I guess I'll try to make my way up to this bend.
Yep.
I probably could make my way there if it took me half to get to the first bend.
Yeah. As you round this corner, please make for me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 8.
Okay, so you round this corner, and you immediately see a flash of light, and you are temporarily blinded as these little speckles of fireworks of light pop in front of your eyes in the darkness.
Okay. Was that the second corner or at the first one?
That was as you rounded the corner here into that dead end.
Up here? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, then I'll just like put my hand on the wall and take a breather.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The guards that we killed, how were they armored? Were they all in heavy armor?
Chain. But heavy, yes, in that sense, yes.
Yes, okay. Including the first one that we killed the ways back?
Correct, yes, all in the same armor.
Uh,
Fjordanian armor.
Cloaks or armor exposed?
Armor exposed.
Okay. All right. Gather yourselves. We should follow Mr. Pigeon. I don't think we can cover this.
Let's go. Zip away.
Everybody's moving?
Yep.
Carefully. Keep an eye out.
You as well.
Cool. Yeah, you guys zip around the hallway, and you see Mr. Pigeon standing in the corner with his hand on the wall.
We see
Not
not
Isaac.
Isaac,
You see not Isaac.
but standing.
Yes.
Can I see it or no?
Hold. Hold.
Second.
Did any of us see him?
I would
Change.
say Twig would have.
And
Everybody
she'd
else-
be with us.
Yes, yeah. So you guys, assuming Twig sees this and says something, you were the only one that was around. Everybody else was looking the other direction.
Yeah, I would have told everyone.
It's chill.
Yeah, the blindness would fade off now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, when I see them, then I would like put my shield down and give like a single jazz hand.
Very good.
Not the double jazz hand.
No, I still got that shield.
That's potentially a better plan. Although, if you're not able to say anything to them, it would be awfully hard to say that you have prisoners.
I'll just start jogging toward you and motioning like that.
We could take their armor.
We could, but it would take time.
It's true. It might take too long. Maybe
I
we should
don't
just
think
go.
any of it will fit you. Perhaps you should get back in the cloak. Can you do what he's done in case we bump into more?
No.
No?
No.
Alright, it'll have to do then.
Like, out of the illusion, I guess I could pull my captain's hat. Hold it out with the...
It's fine.
and have the hand out the arrest writ.
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess
Pass
I should
pass the arrest writ back to you, understanding what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I'll get my
manacles,
shackles,
Mr.
yeah.
Pigeon.
Yeah, sure.
I will prepare them, but not close them.
Absolutely. Yep. Where are you guys headed?
Towards that. The one hallway, right?
As we went
That
toward
way?
the one I know is a dead end, I would
Yeah.
gesture the other way.
Yeah, so you guys move up.
Need some laser pointers.
And as you get to this
way, right?
short hallway, yep, right there. Let me draw this.
Did these guards, as they approached, have any light like the first one did? Like they obviously didn't
they
full
had-
expose
yes.
a lantern, but did they all have some sort of light on
They did
them?
have lanterns, yes. They did not have them on.
Okay, not on at all.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, so you guys make your way up this way to this hallway, and you look down, and you can see that there is a bend to the right, and further down, a bend to the left. So you guys are standing right here.
So that's like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
And
one of these.
Yep,
And one of these.
and then further
one
down,
of
and then
those,
bend to the right.
Something
Yep,
like that.
that's right.
Rin, do you see anything? Like one of those things?
Any magic?
Yeah, so further down this way, that would be within this 30-foot hallway, you see a blue light around this far corner, and you see light this way down this hallway. You do not see anything down this other one.
Okay, yeah, I would point to those two directions and then point to the top one and say this is clear.
I'd pull the hooded lantern and pass it to Mr. Pigeon.
Sure.
Can't have any of the prisoners tripping over the traps. Right?
I'll bring the light out and I guess set it to like dim though for now.
Sure. Yep, you pull the light out. All right. Where are you guys headed? You're headed down the hallway and then looking.
Down this way, right? Because this was where the magic was.
Magic
Yeah.
there, magic back there. That
Yes.
one's clear. The middle one's
Magic
clear.
here and here.
Yeah.
Yep.
I guess I'll lead the way since I'm the
Sure.
guard.
Absolutely. You lead the way down this hallway and you take a turn. And you look down this 40-foot hallway, which opens up into a larger space that kind of has slightly curved walls. And back against this curved wall, you see the figure of Marcus up on what is essentially a wooden cross, bleeding, hanging at the back of this hallway.
Here, like that.
Yes.
Does he appear to be conscious?
Make a perception check.
19.
Yeah, you see his chest rising and falling slightly. He does appear to be conscious.
Conscious?
And he's
or just alive?
shifting slightly.
And
Guards or anything?
does Ren see any magic?
Yes, at the end of this hallway, you see illusion.
Where? Is it a glyph or is it...
You just see in the area of that room, essentially the entire space.
It seems to be an illusion. Careful.
I'd like to look at it harder. Also, he has a lantern out. The lantern would be not lighting the room up like it is if it's not actually that shape. Since that would not be hitting the illusion as though it were physical.
The lantern still lights it.
It appears to light it as though it were real.
Yes.
Okay. Can he get a gauge? You said it's the whole area appears to be illusion?
1 second. Yeah, so the area that is concentrated on the back wall, this curved wall behind Marcus, appears to be illusion, as does Marcus himself.
Okay.
But the room itself in its entirety does not.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
It's not him.
What do you mean it's not him?
It's an illusion.
Is there any traps?
I mean,
Perhaps there's a room beyond.
I would assume that I can't tell. There's a room beyond.
Yeah, you would not be able to tell if there was a room beyond.
Okay.
You would also get abjuration magic from that space as well.
Okay. There's also protection magic. Or maybe something past it.
Another trap?
Just shrug. Can't tell.
What if it is him?
Any more footsteps?
You hear footsteps still far off.
Not moving
Not
toward
nearby.
us. Still frantic movement? As though it's chasing something else down or trying to get somewhere
Still
quickly?
frantic, yes.
Okay, yeah. Not like a measured
Yes, correct.
patrolling pace,
Yes.
but like a somebody
Yes,
at least jogging through the hall.
correct.
But not, it doesn't sound like it's getting closer. If anything, it's like potentially back and forth out there somewhere, but not like approaching.
Yes.
Okay.
Are there any like lights in the room around Marcus or anything?
No, it is completely dark.
Okay.
We either check it or we go a different way. A lot of dead ends this way, though.
It's up to you if you want to check it.
I have to check.
The only other way we haven't gone. More magic and in the other direction.
Both.
Referencing
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Shall we? How far out to the protection magic?
It would be just at the end of the 30-foot hall.
So 30 feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's at the end of the hallway before the room.
Sorry, so the
Or it's
hallway plus the
in-
room it's within that 30-foot
It's-
range. It's
okay.
at the edge of the room.
At the edge of what we visibly see as being the back wall of the
Correct,
room.
yes.
Because there's illusion there. We don't know
Right.
necessarily for sure that it's the back
Yes.
wall.
Okay.
Was it?
It's
Is he in a cage?
toward the back of the room.
Yeah. Yeah. Seemingly behind the illusion.
not in a cage.
Not close enough to trigger that, but
It might
we
be.
should get closer and see if we can see through whatever this is.
I'm gonna cast a mage hand
Mm-hmm.
and send it 30 feet ahead of
Okay.
us.
Sure. Yeah. What are you doing with the mage hand specifically?
So we're still at the far end of the hallway.
Yes.
So first I put it up in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of
Wave it around.
wave it around,
Yeah,
do the
it's
hokey pokey.
it's
you know?
it's dancing around in there.
It's not joyously dancing.
Oh yeah.
This is a
it's
somber situation.
dance.
And then just zip forward a bit and just push the hand further and further
Mm-hmm.
into the room.
Sure. Are you going towards anything in particular, or just in the space?
I mean, towards where Marcus
Sure.
is.
Yeah, I mean, it gets towards
Mm-hmm.
Marcus. It doesn't trigger anything. You don't see anything happen.
How far into the room does Marcus appear to be?
The room is 10 feet. He's at the back of the room. Hallway is 20 feet.
Right. You're not trying to trigger the trap. You're trying to put the hand through where the illusion is to see if you can see where the illusion begins.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, absolutely. Are you getting close to Marcus, or are you just touching the, trying to get to the back wall?
No, I'm gonna try and touch Marcus. I want to
Sure.
see if he's there, if
Sure.
it's him.
Yeah, so you get towards this figure of Marcus, and you tap something physical with your mage hand.
Going to try and tap his face
Yeah,
to
you-
wake him up.
He doesn't react as you...
There's something there.
It's a good illusion.
I think she's saying there's something physically there.
So what is the hand hitting the face, or does it look like it's hitting something past it?
It looks like it's hitting something past the face, but in the shape of a person. So you can see it dips through the cheek slightly, but it is hitting something.
Okay.
But it doesn't look like it's Marcus.
You can tell at least that seems like an illusion, whatever that is, but there is something there.
I mean,
I
can I
mean,
make an investigation check?
Yeah,
to-
with knowing that it's an illusion and seeing something
absolutely.
physically interact with it.
Yep, absolutely you can.
Oh boy. So that is going to be 22.
Yeah, so you see through this hallucinatory terrain that appears in front of your vision, as you your vision almost separates, and you kind of get lines of what's real and what isn't, as it's superimposed over your vision. Mm-hmm. And you see that the wall behind this figure of Marcus is real. And you see atop a spiral staircase in the floor, a stick coming up out into this wooden cross with a scarecrow painted to look like Marcus at the top of this staircase, with the illusion over the front of where this scarecrow is.
Oh, fuck. All right. So, I mean, I'll describe that to the group.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them that there's a staircase.
The guard captain that has been here to visit Marcus, did he describe anything like this?
A staircase.
Did he describe going down a spiral staircase at any point? Did he describe descending a level further in?
He did not, but he did specify that he enters from a completely different spot. So it's hard to say
Sure.
in terms of... He did not describe, obviously, a staircase or, the scarecrow.
Sure. He enters the prison from the castle. When he
Yes.
enters the prison from the castle is under the castle.
Correct.
we entered the prison, we're inside of the prison.
Yes.
When he described descending into the prison, did he describe descending multiple levels down?
Sure, absolutely.
That's the question.
Absolutely.
Not necessarily, like, yes, this staircase,
Sure.
but if not this
Absolutely.
staircase, did he describe descending more than
Absolutely.
a singular level
For sure.
into the ground?
Yes, he would have described descending deep down more than a single floor's worth into the ground.
Okay. In terms of entering the prison through the sewers, we went down to get into the sewers.
Yep.
About a
A
10,
story.
Yeah, I would say that
10-foot
you would
story-ish
absolutely.
plus
Yeah.
some ground
Yep,
into the earth.
absolutely.
And then we stayed level. We didn't go up or down really
correct. You
on
went
our
up
way
ever so slightly.
very slightly to get into the prison.
Yes. So I
So
would
we're
say
on a single level, so we could infer that we would need to descend further.
yes. I would
This is
say that is a
round
good.
one.
This is a good inference
Or
to make.
basement.
Yes.
Basement 1.
Yeah.
We should go down. The protective magic, is it?
Yeah, would I see where the protective magic is now that I've discerned what's the illusion, what the wall is?
Now that he's described it, can I make another attempt to, like...
Yeah,
like,
I would say that having described
The full
it,
description
you can
is
see
like-
the overlay. Yes. Yeah. So this kind of like half moon wall.
like
behind
looking at one of those
Marcus.
pictures that's two pictures and having somebody tell you what the
Yes.
second one is.
Yeah,
It's
where
like,
you're seeing.
oh,
both.
there's the man, not
Yes.
the goblet.
Yes, you see this scarecrow figure hanging on this like wooden cross behind this like inside of this illusion, but this half moon wall and the staircase is what is really there.
And is that where the abjuration magic is?
Yes,
On the...
On the staircase.
behind the scarecrow.
On the wall behind the scarecrow, so
Yes.
above the staircase.
yes,
Similar height to where the other ones have been.
similar.
It's
height,
another
yeah.
glyph, I'm assuming?
Yes,
or-
it is.
Okay.
And they've all been different so far.
Correct. They've all been different.
We could just trigger it and just run.
You said it's abjuration, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
They've all come up as
glyph of
abjuration.
warding is
Yeah.
abjuration.
Oh,
Whatever's
right.
in
Okay.
it might not be.
Yeah.
In fact, almost all the ones that have gone off have not been.
Correct. Yes.
That's right.
None of them have been deadly.
Yet.
They've all been a
Inconvenient
hindrance.
Or alarming in some way.
And the only one that didn't go away was the fog cloud.
Correct.
The rest of them did not trigger on anybody else that went past them.
Correct.
Well, they said a secret, like, password.
Did anyone
Well,
hear it?
when you guys moved past, I think he means like Twig triggered that one,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
and you did not.
Right.
We
Yeah.
didn't get the...
Yeah. She triggered one and it didn't go off again.
Yeah, so I'm assuming it's the same looking glyph, so we would know that it's a single trigger.
Yes.
Well, it is a trigger.
It is a
but
trigger,
It
yeah.
might be one that lingers because the fog cloud one looked the same as
Yeah.
well. Yes.
You wouldn't be able to tell that, just that it is.
Right,
it
it's
is-
just that
yeah,
it's a one
absolutely.
trigger, right.
Correct. Yes.
Who's on deck?
A little hurt myself.
I'll go.
If it's laughing again, she'll be easier to cover.
I'm gonna touch it.
You're gonna fly towards the glyph and go to grab at it. So you're flying down the hallway.
As she's approaching it, I would say, carefully, carefully.
Slow.
Absolutely.
I'll have my mage hand touch it first.
Okay. Yeah, your mage hand, you slap the area of the wall behind it that Rin describes, and nothing happens.
I'll just fly up to it.
Sure. Absolutely. You fly towards this. As you are flying, Dandelion, please make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh,
Is that your dump stat?
no.
Okay, good.
I never dump decks. 16.
Okay, so you watch as Dandelion flies towards this kind of half-moon shaped room, towards this scarecrow-looking Marcus illusion. And as you fly towards this, as you cross the threshold of this half-moon to get to where this glyph is, webs erupt from the entrance to this, and you zip forward, and they close behind you, so there's now a web in front of this half-moon. And you see as on this back wall. Thank you very much for the 10 gifted subs, Volpix. Thank you so much.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We love you very much. You watch as a single candle appears on the wall behind Marcus and ignites, and grease shoots out onto the web as another candle pops into vision, covering this back wall. And the scarecrow figure of Marcus, as this illusion fades, you see a crudely painted figure of Marcus, the tattoos painted on this scarecrow, as the wall and these candles begin to float forward and ignite this scarecrow. And the wall of candles is moving towards Dandelion.
Where is it in relation to the stairs?
Behind the stairs. So they're in the center of like this half moon space. So you are now inside of this half moon space web behind you. The flaming visage of Marcus now ignited as this wall of candles in the dark begin floating towards you.
It's a really cool visual.
Thank you.
So do we have time to react?
Yeah, should
Yep.
we be in initiative order?
Yeah, probably. That's a good point. Yep. We sure
Do you
should.
want new initiative rolls? Or do you still have the list and want to
yeah,
use
probably
it?
It's up
to
new
you.
initiatives.
New initiative
yeah.
order?
Yeah, probably new initiative order.
I got a 6.
Nice.
Through so many pages. Right. Mr. Pigeon is a 6. Twig,
I got a 12.
12. Shay,
16.
16. Rin,
Dirty 20.
dirty 20. Dandelion,
Natural 20.
natural 20.
And
Okay.
Shimmer got 4.
I mean, roll my bird, damn it. I keep forgetting.
Do you have a conceptual idea for the timing for when this thing moves? Since it's moving toward her?
Yeah,
Just-
it'll be at the top of the round.
Yep.
It starts
Yep,
to
just
move.
wanted to make sure that
Yeah.
you had in
Yep.
your mind so it doesn't get skipped
Absolutely.
or shuffled about or
Yeah.
whatever.
The Raven is also a dirty 20.
So you can specify the order for those however you'd like. But we will lead off with Dandelion as this wall of candles, this wall of floating, like, wax dripping candles begin floating towards you.
Okay, so this is the room.
Yes.
The scarecrow is in the center here.
Scarecrow is at the center, essentially coming out of this spiral staircase where there's always like that little center point that it's kind of
So where's
around
the
the
spiral
scarecrow's
staircase? Is it just
Where the
in
scarecrow
is,
just
below
the
in-
scarecrow.
Okay.
Right, there's
So-
the like if you had a handrail following the side of the staircase, the top of the handrail, there's a pole coming
Yes.
out of it with the scarecrow
That's
on
correct.
And then the candles are coming off of this wall here.
Yes.
it. The whole
Towards-
arch or just the flat at the back?
The whole arch and moving in.
Inward. So
Yes.
it's like the Star Wars trash compactor.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the webs block the
Correct.
door.
Yes.
Okay.
Staircase open?
Staircase is open, yes.
And you're first.
How big across is this room? 10 feet, you said?
10 feet, yeah.
Can we see through the webs?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fly down the staircase.
They're like a crisscross, like
Yeah.
hatching pattern over
Yep.
there.
You're gonna what?
Fly down into the staircase.
Okay. Yeah, you watch as Dandelion dips down into the staircase under this flaming scarecrow.
And
You said grease onto the scarecrow?
Onto the scarecrow and the web.
Okay, did any of the grease get into the stairwell? Just in terms of painting the scene since she went into the stairwell
Sure.
ways?
No, it did not.
Okay, it like onto the top of it.
Yep.
It's the Dread Pirate Roberts.
Yep. Pretty much.
Okay.
Anything else, Dandelion?
I'm going to hold my action for an Eldritch Blast. If anyone comes up these stairs, or can I do an if? Can I hold for 2 different options or no?
No. One
Yeah.
action.
If anyone is gonna come up these stairs.
Okay. Very good. Next up is Ren.
Right.
and slash your bird.
Yeah, so, I mean, my bird and I are both taking the dash action, and we're going down the stairs.
Very good. So you would have to get through the webs first.
Okay.
So you'd have to...
Wait, so, okay, because we're outside the
she
room.
got pulled in. She made a dex
Yeah,
save. I
she
assume she
ran in.
failed the dex save.
Yeah, and
got
dipped forward.
pulled
Got
in.
you. Okay.
Yeah.
And you said Grease went on the web?
Went
Yes.
onto the webs of the door.
Correct.
Okay.
I mean,
Right on the witch.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it's essentially trap in the web, cover in grease.
Yeah,
Candles come
burn
in,
you
burn
alive.
you to death.
So she didn't fail the
Correct.
save because she didn't get
right.
caught.
She
in the
was
web.
rushing forward and ducked forward because at that point she's not able to
The
stop. And
trigger's
back up.
going and she didn't roll
Correct.
back. She rolled in.
Correct.
Gotcha.
I mean, it's web and it's greased up, so I'll use prestidigitation to ignite it all?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you ignite this web as it slowly begins to burn, and you watch as little singeing pieces of it start to hang down as it burns a hole through the web.
All right, and I will, since I can't dash, I'll just jump through and start heading down the stairs.
Sure. Make a dex check to try to leap your way through the burning ring of fire.
Isn't that Johnny Cash song?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just a flat dex check?
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's 12.
Okay. Yeah, you're good. Wasn't a hard check
Okay.
to get through. You
Yep.
burned a sizable enough hole with where the grease was, essentially to catch a whole ass person. You just essentially were trying to not get caught on the sides as this web burned.
All right, perfect. And my raven will dash and probably catch up with Dandelion. I don't know unless she
Very
dashed.
good. Yeah, so you dash through and kind of duck into the stairs where Dandelion is after burning the web. Next is Shay.
We were approaching. So the room is 10 feet. The thing's in the middle, or the
Yes.
room is the room further than that, or it's like 5 middle point 5.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Yep, and then
and
5 to the corners.
It's closing in, and he lit the entranceway. He got through pretty easily.
Yep.
Am I close enough to make it there in a normal movement and
Yes.
get into the stairwell? Did you go? How far into the stairwell did he get?
I would say I probably got like 20 feet, right?
With dashing, yeah.
I can't dash. I couldn't
He
dash.
could not.
So I have 30 feet of movement, so 10 and then...
Got it. Yeah, so it was, the hallway was 15, or sorry, the hallway would have been 20 plus the 5 and the 5 for a total of 30. So you went 30, or 25, so you're 5 feet into the stairwell.
5 feet in?
Yep.
Okay.
He's at the top of the stairwell,
Yes.
but he is in.
He is in, yes,
stairwell.
definitively in.
Is he in the way of anybody else getting in the stairwell?
No, the stairwell itself is 10 feet wide.
Okay. So he
No, it
isn't-
has to be 5. That doesn't make sense.
It's
not.
5 feet
It's
wide.
5 feet
so
wide.
is he in the way of...
You would be in the way, yes. People would have to squeeze by.
Okay, so it would take additional movement, is the
Absolutely.
reason I'm asking.
Yes.
And I'm how far from the entrance to this room?
You're
Since we're
15
here to
from the
mind right
entrance. Sorry, 20 from the entrance, 25 from the stairwell. Because the stairwell's 5 feet in, hallway's 20, and then 10 additional feet for a total of 30.
Okay, I will dash as a bonus action.
Very good.
And I will make my way in there. Can I utilize my action to be more careful about getting through since I'm a little bit hurt and trying not
Sure.
to get grease and fire on me?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Like, gather my cloak
yeah,
up
yeah,
and,
yeah. Absolutely.
position my feet.
Sure,
Like,
yeah.
if I take, an extra 5 feet of movement going through the door or something like that.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. I'll let you use your action in the 5 feet of
Or if
movement
you
to
want
be
a
careful.
roll or... I don't know.
No, you're okay. With that
Alright.
utilization, I think you're okay to carefully gather your things and get through this burning web and into
Okay,
the
so
stairs.
25 to the staircase, an additional 5 at the door to not
so 30.
have to deal with potentially getting caught on fire. I have
Yep.
30 left.
Correct.
10 to get past him.
Yep, so 20.
And then I will go, as long as I'd assume he would have eyeballed for magic and would have said something going into the stairwell he would have seen.
Yeah, you would have gotten the eyes if there's magic.
I would have inferred that he would have said something if he
Absolutely.
had seen magic. Keeping an eye out for, there's fire above, so I'd
Sure.
assume we're fairly, it curves down, but
Yeah.
keeping an eye out for tripwires, use 10 of the 20 feet to
Sure, to
carefully
make sure.
to not trigger a trap,
Sure.
but get further out of the way
Absolutely.
so people can get in.
You zip 10 feet down the stairs then, correct?
10 to get past him.
Right.
And then
So
an
you had
additional, I had 20 left.
Right.
An additional 10, like using an extra
Yeah,
5 each.
Got it. Okay.
5
so,
to try to be careful.
Sure. So you're
because I don't
15
know as
down,
we
yes,
arc
you're
down.
15 down the stairs. That
And
fees
it's not
5.
well lit, I assume, as
It
it
is
arcs
not.
around.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Cool.
This
Yeah.
is,
You take that movement.
Like an encased staircase, right?
It is. Yes. There
yeah,
are
it's
walls.
walled. It's not an
Yeah, it's not
open
open.
spiral. We can't like fire pole slide down the pole in the middle.
No.
Oh, that would have been fun.
It's on. There's literally a fire.
True. Next up is Twig.
Yeah, I'm gonna run to the staircase
Mm-hmm.
and dash down it.
Yeah. You dash your way down the stairs. How much movement do you have total? And do you want to make the dex check to jump through the web, or do you want to use the 5 feet of movement to be careful?
I'll just use the 5 feet.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know exactly, but I can move like 120 feet if I use all my stuff.
Sure.
So.
Sure. How far do you want to move then? If you're
I just want to move like right in front of Shay.
okay
leave-
in
Far,
front
far
of or
enough in to
behind?
leave a space for Mr. Pigeon,
Yes.
but not so far that you're well ahead of everybody.
Right, yeah.
Sure, absolutely. Yes, you utilize your
Essentially
dash
what I
movement.
did, but 5 less feet.
Yes, correct. Mm-hmm.
Which
Mr.
leaves
Pigeon.
5 feet for a pigeon.
5 feet for a pigeon.
Sure. Yeah, I'll use my action to dash and do that. I'm just gonna run along the wall of the little tunneled stairs, though. that way, I can't
Sure.
accidentally step on anything
Yeah.
that might have been missed, but I don't really have to be too careful.
Yeah, you rush
say
past
guard.
this and run around the side of this and kind of just hover above Shay and Twig in between. As you guys are all in the staircase now, we will drop out of initiative order as you watch the rest of these candles slowly move in for the people that are at the top of the stairs. So I'd say that's Dandelion and Rin were close enough to the top to be able to see as these candles float in slowly and kind of wiggle through the air as they get past this scarecrow, as this burns above you and little fragments of burnt straw fall down in front of where Dandelion is standing in the stairs. And these candles move towards essentially what is the remainder of this web as it ignites the remainder of the grease and the candles fade out. So you have the light from the burning Marcus Scarecrow and the light from the web above you, and you guys are all standing in this staircase descending down.
Well, that was fun.
We have to go faster.
I would like to make a check to ensure that the dynamite in my hand is not lit.
Yes, it is not lit.
Good.
Just walking around with that in your hand.
Yeah, I mean, can't put it back in the bag. That's a whole action.
Yeah, okay.
It's out now.
It's
Shit's real. There was a Marcus illusion.
We have to.
What do we know in world about a bag of holding, by the way? I have that infinite candle still. Would I have a reason to believe putting it lit into the bag of holding that it would stay lit, and would I have any idea if that's dangerous?
Are you talking about the underwater one?
I just have. I
What's
don't
the
know.
phrasing on the?
I have no idea. I just wrote it down in my book. It's just infinite candle. It's the
ever burning candle or whatever it's
Is that
called.
what it's called?
I don't know exactly what it's called.
So is that different from the
Candle
other
of the
candle?
Deep.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Was it Candle of the Deep?
No, it was a gift from Cucumber. I don't think it was actually Candle of the Deep. I
so
think
it was a different
home-
item. It's your
Yeah,
call.
I think I think it was a homebrew thing. It's called Infinite Candle, and if I remember right, I think it just always stays lit and doesn't burn away.
Yeah, I would say as it goes into the bag of
I
holding.
mean, I'm not going to do this
Is it
right
contingent
now.
upon
This is
oxygen
not a
if it
time to
burns forever?
experiment.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
would
I
I
would
have
say
any
that
idea?
from it being in the bag of holding.
Yeah, like what I think if I put it in, it would go out.
Uh,
I'm not going to
Sure.
try, and if I don't know, that's okay.
yeah, I would say that you don't know.
I would. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just curious.
Yes.
Assume it goes in lit and it comes out lit. That's all you
Yeah,
know, right?
that's if you were to test that, that's about all you can tell, pretty much.
You'd have to get in with it.
Would would I think it would light the bag on fire? Like seeing things go in and come out, would I think it was a danger to the bag itself, or would I just?
I don't know that
I
you would
think-
know, and there is dynamite in the bag.
I think that's the question of.
I would say
Does everything
understanding
in the
how
bag of-
candles work. This candle burns forever, but it's not one that is like
I'm
underwater.
super interested in this discussion, but if we're not going to put the
Yeah,
candle
yeah,
in
yeah,
the bag,
yeah,
we should do this off camera.
That's
Yes,
fine. Yes.
yes, absolutely. You're right.
We should go find
I
Marcus.
want to talk about
yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah. No.
Yeah.
We have to find him.
Yes. Yes,
If he
but
looked
we
anything like that, we need to find him.
still need to be careful.
What do
Because
my...
if there's more of that, we wouldn't want to get caught in the middle of it without a way out.
So as we're going down the spiral staircase, what do my human eyes see?
What are your human
Your
eyes?
human magic detector.
Your human magic detecting eyes. Yeah, so you get towards the bottom of this staircase and kind of peek past your friends, and you see a long hallway that curves to the left at the end, at the bottom of this staircase.
Glyphs that spell out "fuck off."
You do not see any glyphs,
Okay.
and it is once again pitch black darkness.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
Good to go. I'll say as we're running down.
very good.
Like a dead end with a left turn and no glyphs.
Correct. Yes.
So, like, if we came off of a spiral staircase and went out,
Yep.
dead end with a left turn.
Yep.
Okay. Pigeon's still in front with the lantern part way open because he still looks like a guard. Young master just behind with his magic eyes. His magic eyes.
His magic.
His
eyes.
brand.
His brand.
All right. Just gonna leave like 20 ball bearings at the bottom of these stairs.
Okay.
Just so I know they're the same stairs.
Are you leaving them in case somebody, like, would they be tripping? Would somebody probably trip? Is it like in front of the step?
I mean, 20's a lot. So, like, they're probably not all hugging the corner. But we know. Or at least I do. I have been keeping up the ball bearing thing post-combat.
Yeah.
Just so you're aware, I am writing them down and removing them, but just so that you know, I have still been doing that. I assume
Yeah.
if you
move
don't see
forward.
anything and he's still in front, you don't warn him that we
Yeah.
keep moving toward the dead end,
Yes.
quietly-ish, just in case we hear somebody running toward us.
Mm-hmm.
So, toward the dead end.
Cool. Yeah, you guys make your way down this spiral staircase. I mean, yeah.
I mean, it
it's a
was.
staircase.
That's
That is
awesome.
what it is. Yeah, and you turn the corner and you see another bend to the right and another bend to
At a
the left.
distance?
Yeah,
close?
about 5 feet.
Okay, close.
Yes,
Like, almost no distance around the corner, and then a T intersection.
correct.
Magic?
Still no magic.
Tripwires.
Sure. Make a
With
you
the
have
light
the light.
out.
You have the light out.
Looking for a glint off a tripwire.
Absolutely.
Where we would expect tripwires.
Yes.
Is
So
this
you
a T intersection or is it like
a T intersection. Yes. So you do see a tripwire at the base of this like T intersection, essentially where you would cross into the hall there.
Watch the wire.
Who's leading?
He's
Mr.
in
Pigeon?
front.
Guard
He's
captain
just
Pigeon.
behind him.
Sure. Guard Pigeon, please make a perception check for me.
Yeah.
Nice.
24.
Okay. You see the faintest glint of light to the right, a flickering down as you peek around this hallway. There's a long hallway that bends to the left at the end, and you see a glint of of light around that corner.
I'll gesture that way then.
Sure.
To the right.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. You make your way down this turn, and you hang a left at the end of this hallway, and you see one more hallway, and there is a bend to the right and a bend to the left, and you see torchlight definitively coming from the left, and you hear voices.
Wait, so
How far down the hall after we made the right hand
we
turn?
went right?
We came out of the
yeah.
staircase, we made a left, we made
Yep.
a right. How far that way?
So that's 20 feet.
Okay, so longer, and then another T,
Yep.
and light to the left and voices.
Light to the left and voices, yes.
Is there any magic?
No magic.
All right, no sorcery here, boys.
Are the voices loud enough at this distance that the rest of us can tell that there's voices?
Yes.
Okay. Can we tell how many voices? Does it sound like a conversation?
It sounds like one person speaking
To another person.
to some other number of people.
It doesn't sound like somebody like, oh, well, when I get off my shift, I gotta go home. And
No,
it sounds like somebody saying something to someone.
Yes.
Can we hear what they're saying?
Sure. So you hear the voice, a deep, gruff voice, say, "Get him out of here now. We need to move him quick. There's someone here."
As we round the corner, not yelling our presence,
Sure.
but can we see
Halt.
how many people?
Unhand him!
Is anybody facing in our direction as they come around the corner?
Sure. So as you guys round the corner,
To
we're
the-
going to take
to the left?
To the left.
To the
we're
left.
going to take a quick break, real
Quick
quick.
bake.
Quick bake.
A break?
And I'm going to set up a map.
Oh boy.
And we'll be right back.
I would say, I mean, we can break, but
Yeah.
I would say as we're walking toward it, I would think that I would like gesture. I would think this. I should try to sneak ahead to get a peek so that we don't
Since
round.
he looks like a guard.
So yeah, since I look like
Sure.
a guard and also I am sneaky, so if
Sure,
that doesn't
absolutely.
fail, hopefully I'll be quiet. But
So
I would
he'd
try to
be going
gesture
around
to-
first.
Yeah, I would
in
want to
terms
take
of
a
telling us.
very
Sure.
tiny peek,
Yep.
just see if I can see anything.
An elongated peak.
Yeah, I'll set up the
Sure.
scene, and then when we come back,
Yeah,
I'll
that's
describe
cool.
that before you guys make your action. We'll be right back.
so much brighter in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really.
I hate it.
Hello, everyone. We're back.
We're back.
And we are picking up. As I said before we left, you guys will have the ability to do one action as you're preparing, in terms of obviously not doing an attack or something like that, but anything you want to repair ahead of time as you're moving around this corner towards these voices, and then we will roll initiative.
We can roll initiative whenever, but he was peeking ahead of us. The rest
Correct.
of us coming around the corner.
Yeah. Yeah, so what you see, Mr. Pigeon,
quick
is
gesture and
essentially what you see in front of you. You
Sure.
see one larger guard standing in front of this cage at the center of this room with a torch illuminating the space, and you see your good friend Marcus being dragged away on his big wooden cross rack by two other guards.
okay.
Yeah, in terms of prep, he backed us up to give us I'm going to peek around the corner, just in case.
Yep.
Can I coat this sword with some poison?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
As he's peeking.
Sure.
After my quick peek and look around, I would just look back and give everybody kind of a this looks bad. Shake my head no.
You should get in there.
I told you what I wanted to do.
Yes, you did.
I don't know if you wanted to.
Sure. So you turn around and Dandelion's not there anymore.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Take a deep breath and blade song.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling pretty restrained, right?
I would say yes. You're feeling pretty restrained.
Yeah. Chain me.
What?
This was one of the ones you handed me. You said I could coat a weapon with it. How do you want to... You'll just have to decide how you want to roll it in terms of the effect being on a weapon as opposed to the other way.
Sure.
Because we hadn't discussed that that far.
Yeah, it would be probably reduced efficacy.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just...
Sure, absolutely.
So that you know
Yep.
that
That's the one you're
there's a
using.
potential ruling coming for
Cool.
that.
Yep, absolutely.
Just one
Thank you,
other thing
thank
I'd do.
you. Yes.
Pull the warhammer out of the bag of holding.
Mm-hmm. Just have it at the ready.
Nope.
Oh,
Cannot wield it. Will not.
sure.
Holding
But just
it.
like you have it,
Yes.
is what I mean. At the ready in the sense of...
Warhammer, dynamite.
Okay.
Ready to go.
My rescuers.
All right, we will roll.
Your champions are here.
Okay.
Take me away. They are dragging me, you said, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
Are we-
they'll get to that point as we're entering initiative, essentially.
Did you...
Yeah, after looking at everybody saying no and seeing everybody get prepped, I guess I would want to get ready to do a particular thing. I don't know if you want me to roll initiative before or after I do it.
Depends on what it is.
I am going to run in, coughing like I'm out of breath, and go to bend over in front of the closest guard and try to stab him.
He's still not Isaac.
Sure.
just-
So I'm going to say, depending on
Like,
because
right,
you're
drop
in
the
sure.
shield on the way.
Because
just
we're
like,
kind
oh
of
my
doing
God.
like movement as we're in the front of the group here, I'm going to roll the guards initiative,
that's
and
fine.
we'll put you at the front of the group initiative, depending on where the guards roll. That'll determine on whether they get to act before you. But I'll put you at the top because it would be weird for you to run in after everybody else, and that doesn't really make sense.
Mhm.
So, but you are going to stab him, so it does have to be part of initiative.
Okay.
So, yeah, go ahead and roll.
Do you want rolls from all of us then, since you're rolling the guards and him? Because we're all going to enter the room behind him. He's making a move ahead of us.
Yeah,
Sure.
I was trying to lead it off.
Yeah,
but,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
once
absolutely.
I saw they're
yeah,
ready.
I'm going to just see essentially whether you're acting before or after the guards, and then we'll stack everybody else.
Okay.
Yeah. I need 3 dice. 4. All right, what do you got?
14.
Okay. Okay. Roll off against the one guard that has a higher initiative. That ties your initiative.
Oh no. Oh, that was really high. Regular roll or with the... I got a 7, 11 with my mod.
Okay, yeah, so his is a 9 plus 1 for a 10, so you were first.
Okay.
So MP, and then we will roll everybody else. Shay, what do you got?
14 as well, which ties with the two of them. Him and the guard that also had a 14.
Of course.
And
Sure.
my follow-up one was an 8, which is lower
Bless
than
you.
both of theirs.
Okay, so
I'm
we'll-
after
yeah.
him and the guard.
Yes. Okay, so...
At 14, but after the guard.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, let me just think about this real quick. Because I'm doing it a little weirdly. Sorry, Twig.
26.
Jesus Christ. All right, so you're going to be after them. We're kind of like, it's a weird...
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the only thing I would indicate is, like, he's clearly demonstrating that he's doing this as the other people are doing their, like, prep stuff.
As soon as I see
Sure.
they look remotely ready,
That's fair.
yeah, I want to lead it off.
Okay.
He also, like, again, is disguised as a different thing.
Sure.
I don't know what you think the guards' awareness levels would be of disguises when they know that hallucinatory terrain is used.
Sure.
He's running
I guess
in,
you are doing that as your
like,
prep thing.
just in terms of, like,
So
the
say
sequencing of time.
Sure.
And it's already the 3 things I want to run in. When I get halfway there, I want to drop my shield because
Yeah,
it's real and it will
Absolutely.
make noise. If one of them looks like they would be who I would report to, that's who I'm going to run up to so it doesn't look weird.
Okay.
If I can't tell, I'm going to run to the nearest guy and like bend over.
All right.
And hopefully
All right,
be
all
able
right.
to at least
So
get
we'll-
the drop on one of them.
Because the other thing is, like, if he's running in disguised and then everybody else is also moving in behind him, if they're not waiting, they're going to be seen.
Sure.
So,
He's
like,
chasing after him.
yeah, I don't
Okay.
know how you want to resolve that. And I don't know whether or not you, as the person choosing the thing to be doing, remotely want the
Sure.
people to look like they're chasing you or not.
I wouldn't
So-
have indicated
Yeah.
whatever, however they react to
Cool.
what I'm doing.
So I'm going to keep your roll of a 14. Shay also had a 14. Yours is going to be ahead of initiative, essentially,
Sure.
as you're running, and that is your thing that you're doing. So Shay is a 14, Twig is a 26. Rin.
I'm a 10. Raven is a 14.
Okay. Dandelion.
I got a 4, and Shimmer got a 10.
10. And Marcus.
We're natural 20, so a 19.
Absolutely ready.
Ready to go.
Please!
Okay. So the way that we're going to do this is, Dandelion, please put yourself where you would be having done this thing that you've done.
Oh, we're over here.
Uh,
There's not room for my mini back there, but
Yeah. Okay, so...
I don't know if you wanted me to roll stealth on that one.
Yeah. No. Don, I'm a 14. So I get to tie
You get to
everybody.
roll off with the rest of us.
That sweet 15 minus 1, buddy. Hold on, let me fuck everything up right now. A 7. Do I tie
He's
anyone
after
again?
me.
So
I rolled an 8.
Yeah.
It was a 9, and 8, and a 7. He's after me.
Oh, good God. All right, so it's Mr. Bishop, Shay, Marcus.
Do you roll off with disadvantage?
Is it a full reroll?
It is you. We do usually reroll, so I guess.
Shabam, a 4. Am I lower now?
No, it didn't matter.
From a 19 to a 4.
All right, so it's Twig.
So wait, Mr. Pigeon, Shay.
Yeah, Mr. Pigeon, I'm doing outside of the order.
Yeah. We're surprised
When-
when he does that.
When
Yeah,
we
so
get
bullshit.
into the
Yeah.
order,
Starting-
on 14,
yes,
Mr.
yes.
Pigeon, then the guard was ahead of me, because he rolled a 14, whichever one it was. He and the guard rolled 14. They
Yes.
both rolled off, but they would both be at 14. It just stacks them. Then I
Right.
rolled a 14. I rolled lower than the guard.
So
Right.
it's
He
Mr.
rolled lower
Pigeon,
than
guard, Shay,
And
me.
then hit. At 14.
At 14.
Yes. God almighty. Okay, hold on.
I would have just made that a separate initiative.
That's what
and
I'm
then
doing. That is what I'm doing. Yes, you're just doing your thing.
I'm gonna do this thing and then enter at 14.
Correct. Yes,
Yeah.
that's what's happening.
Yeah, that's what I
yes,
figured.
that's what we're doing. Because that makes more sense.
Mhm.
All right, Twig. We've got Twig on here. We have one person on here. Then it is. Then it's Mr. Pigeon.
Guard shade me.
Pigeon.
Guard Captain Pigeon.
Did you say pigeon?
Okay, Pigeon.
Marcus.
Marcus.
That's all at 14.
Yep.
And then who else was left? At what numbers?
The bird is also 14.
Yeah.
Did he roll? What was his roll off? He should go last. The bird should go
Roll
after everybody else. That's
Yeah,
a
the
real
bird.
character.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Instead
bird,
of confusing you more.
Then it's guard 1.
Can we get a number on the guard that's in the 14?
Yeah, those are somewhere. Those might be over by you on the floor, I think, in
They're
the
in the
little
box.
chest. Then it's Rin. Then Shimmer. Guard 2. And Dandelion thrown at the rear. We have initiative.
So is the guard that is in the stacked order guard 3? Or would you like to title him as something different?
He'll be captain.
Captain.
Okay.
Oh, captain, my
It
captain.
is the captain.
Guard captain, not guard captain pigeon.
So
No, not
the, the actual order was Twig at 1. That's 1. No, that's 7.
We only use those for
Yeah, we
the
usually use them
enemies.
just to
for the
track the
enemies.
enemies.
Okay,
we,
so-
don't, we don't bother with us.
So one will be
so
one of the guards next to
It's
Marcus.
the first guard. It's the
Yep.
guard captain is ahead of the other 2 guards, correct?
Correct. We're not.
Yeah, but he's guard captain.
These are
so
the
he'll
only
be-
ones that are going to need to be split. Because these are the same thing. This dude's
Yeah,
different.
he's
Gotcha.
different.
So we
That's
just need
fine.
the 1 and the 2.
Yep.
Thank you.
Perfect. Alrighty. So, order of operations. Guard Captain Pigeon sprints his way towards the hallway, panting
Where
up
would
to...
you come into?
I assume you said the one that looks like who you would report to.
If somebody obviously looks like who I would report
Yeah.
to, if I can discern that while I'm running,
Sure,
'cause
I
this
would-
is not.
yeah.
Talking and giving orders.
yeah, I would say the guy that's standing and not
Sure.
carrying a dead weight of a body.
Yeah, so I
is
would go
probably, yeah.
running up to him, very exaggerated, like I'm exhausted, dropping my shield somewhere around here so it makes noise.
Sure.
And I would try to run right up on him and like bend over, and when I leap back up, I guess I'd actually just try to grab his face and inflict wounds.
Sure, yeah, go for it.
I like that.
And yeah, that would be how we'll lead that off.
Your face is blown away.
Does he get advantage for being an unexpected attacker? Does this guy discern that he's in danger?
Did I sell it?
Make a performance check.
Yeah, there it is.
Do you? I'll use this for the first attack
Yep,
roll
yep.
because that's what it was. It's pretty good.
Yeah, baby.
18 on performance.
Oh, God. Just,
Hey, nat 20.
he knows.
He got you.
So no advantage on the attack.
No advantage on the attack.
So
He is
the
aware.
attack roll was...
If it was deception, though, just saying, he tied me.
at deception.
But you gotta sell it.
That's true.
Does he get to roll the
I need
deception with
you to
advantage
physically
because of the
roleplay it.
disguise and the shields?
It's very creative, and you did tie it, so I am going to give it to you, but I do need you to act it out.
Oh yeah, no, I'm like jogging, like throw the shield down, it clatters, and like in the scene in Superbad when he like leans over, obviously I'm not talking, but he's like, like the fastest kill, like on exaggerated breath, and like if he like leans forward at all, like to try to hear, that's when we're like grabbing.
Yeah, sure. He's
Yeah.
going to crouch down a little bit towards you
That's some Bilbo
and like
Baggins.
put a hand on your shoulder, and you reach
That's
up.
reach
Yeah.
up, grab.
Sure.
Yeah,
It's
try
very
to-
creative, so
Yep.
So the attack roll with advantage?
yes, with advantage.
This guy
Nice.
forgot about that fucking scene.
Man, it's like the best scene in the movie. All
You
right.
want to hold the first... This was the first
This
one.
was the first one. All right, we got those two, and we got Elven accuracy. All right.
Nice.
24.
Yes, that hits.
Sticking for the crit. Crit would have been sweet.
Right.
All right.
Just Bilbo him.
Gonna be in a coffin, Paul.
No, I'm,
Alright, 6, 12.
I can't believe I looted a body off of a body.
25.
25.
25 points of bad damage.
Sure.
Whatever inflicted.
It's necrotic.
necrotic.
Yeah. So you crouch down and he bends and you feel a hand on your shoulder and you.
Not Isaac. Are you all right?
Does he say a name? Do we know who this is now?
Kevin.
Steve Shad. No, I'm gonna say that he doesn't know as you're running in and panting.
He doesn't
and
know
kind
his
of,
guards by
like,
name.
Doubled over. Yeah, we'll give him a name.
It was the full-blown disguise. He had inspected the face and everything.
I can't use Reuben, so
Why not?
Chad.
That's
Clonichel's dog.
Who's a good boy?
What about
I mean,
Boobin?
this was kind of like a good boy move, right?
I mean,
We're gonna go with Lawrence, spelled Laurenc.
there it is. Not Lawrence.
Lawrence, what's wrong?
Yep, that's when it happens.
Ah! Reach
Yep.
up and
Grab.
grab his face, and you feel this burning blackened energy exit your fingers and strike him in the face as he recoils back from you. And now we're going to start in initiative proper with Twig at the end of this hall.
Alright.
No. Glenn. Not Reuben.
Alright, so I can get right here. If I dash, and when I get there, I'm gonna stab him.
Mm-hmm.
That is 16.
16 hits.
This is on guard 1.
Guard 1. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you sprint down the hallway and run up to this one guard pulling the hanging corpse of Marcus. Not corpse, I guess. He's a
Does he appear to be breathing?
He's a lump. Big lump of flesh hanging from this large wooden cross. And you stab into this guard's side as he drops the weight of the cross off of his shoulders. It hits the ground and starts to kind of topple.
Is it?
Wink at Marcus's.
I'm holding on to
This
it.
place sucks.
Yeah, I mean, it's still gonna. You're gonna
Earlier, I
feel
wanted
the
to grab
weight of
one
it.
of the
You're
rolls
holding
of
on to
Isaac.
yourself from the wall.
I just want to make sure I'm not like
No, you're fine.
I'm not getting like thrown around.
No, it's just
Cover
it's,
up that
yeah,
eye
it's, the
wound.
weight is falling off of
Put
him.
on the goggles.
Next up is Mr. Pigeon.
Alright, I'll use my, I think it's actually an action. Let me double check. My Channel Divinity. It is. So I will use my Channel Divinity to
Okay.
make a copy of myself.
Very good.
What's the copy?
Yeah,
Look like?
So yeah, that's a
Or
you question.
Lawrence.
It's a perfect copy of me, which right now is
It's
What
Lawrence,
so
the
it's,
guard.
it's
yeah. It says the illusion. Create an illusion of yourself. And in the like
If
extended,
he was in a disguise, it would have the
one.
disguise on him.
yes, because as somebody online pointed out, invoke duplicity is you're creating a perfect illusion of yourself, and disguise self is you make yourself look like a different person. So I would say that it copies as the
Sure.
disguised pigeon captain clone.
Triple Lawrence.
It'd be really scary if like a random clown just appeared.
That would be worse.
I'm not in my clown gear though, so it's just
True.
it'd be,
It'd be a hatless
normal.
captain.
It'd be a weird.
Oh, I guess it'd be, yeah. I'm in a captain disguise under
With
my
no
guard
hat.
disguise. Yeah. So then,
Because I have the hat.
yeah. So a second copy of Lawrence, I guess, I would have appear behind him.
Very good.
And does when I glance, does Marcus look unconscious? Or just tired?
I would say that he's not facing you. It is very difficult to tell. You can only see his arms, and he can't really move. So you can't see his face, so I don't know that you would be able to tell from that direction.
Did he groan out in pain when the weight of the cross was dropped to the floor and his body was jerked?
Yeah, probably would have made a little noise.
It's up to you if I'm conscious or unconscious. I don't remotely care.
Yeah, you were conscious. I would say that he would have made a little noise.
Okay.
So you where that he's not dead.
No.
Fuck.
Yeah, and I guess I will then use my bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Very good.
And summon a big spectral sickle on the other side of this guy.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy.
When I summon it, does it attack?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, it does.
sweet. Okay.
Clerics.
You make a melee attack. Uh-huh. I'm pretty sure I already know this works, but I've never had to do it, so let me just make sure.
Lawrence, you want to put this behind him as the pigeon
the clone.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, I will make an attack against him, and my invoked duplicity gives me advantage. So that's pretty sweet, because it counts as me making a melee attack. And we'll re-roll that 8 because I'm elven accurate. 20.
Yeah, 20 hits.
What does this spell do?
I think it's a
D8.
D8. Yeah. My cleric bones.
6 cleric damage.
I think it's force. It's force.
Force. 6
Sure.
force damage.
Very good. Yeah, you make this spectral sickle appear next to him and just slice into his face.
Yeah, it would be on the side of him.
Yep.
I guess I would do the other side just to
Very good.
have more targets.
Very good.
Guard.
Yep, his turn. Yeah. So the clone is behind him. So he is going to attempt to punch you.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I don't think he would be confused by the.
Is this the captain?
Yes, the captain.
Not until
dear
we
God.
cartwheel through each other.
So a 10 certainly does not hit.
It does not. I did throw the shield away. Part of selling it.
Good God. Does a 12 hit?
No.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's his turn. So Shay, you are up.
Well, this is your
3
die,
and
right?
5. Yeah, and I'm gonna get rid of that one and get a different one because that one. No problem.
I'm bonus action dash.
Very good.
I'm gonna squeeze in here next to Twig.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure these boys can't drag our good friend away.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Nope, that is a natural 1
Okay.
with a +6.
Yeah, so you're going to
With a
brush
rapier.
past with your rapier, and with a natural 1, I'm going to say that you stab towards the guard, and as he's wobbling, you stab into the wooden cross thing that Marcus is hanging on, and your rapier is stuck in this cross. So you're going to have to use your bonus action to yank it out, as it is embedded in the crosses. You came in with some force, and him wobbling around, Marcus kind of swiveled into place and embedded in this wood.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm unable to use my free item interaction to dislodge it from this cross.
that's correct. It would have to be a bonus action.
Could I use my free item interaction to start to dislodge it from this cross?
I mean, in terms of like visually,
To
sure.
begin to
Yeah, absolutely.
loosen it,
Sure.
so
Yeah.
that I might be able to loosen it the rest of the way more expediently.
I mean, visually, functionally, it will still just be a bonus action.
Okay.
Yeah, within that one. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Marcus.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm restrained.
Mm-hmm.
I am exhausted. I don't have use of my hands very easily, correct?
Correct. Yes, you do not. Thank you very much for the bits. Just a dirty boot. Sorry, I did not have chat up. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate you very much. I have a stat block up on several screens.
Mm-hmm.
We see how he's affixed to this rack.
Now that
he's
he's
some of us are in next to him.
tied and bound,
At the hand, just the hands,
hands and feet.
With what?
Rope.
feet together.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have my hands.
You can shimmy.
Give a fierce tossling around.
Just give him the Three Stooges. Just
Sure.
spin.
Yeah, make a
struggle check.
strength check with disadvantage.
I mean, purely for visually. With my actual
Sure.
action, I'm going to use my channel divinity and force all of my enemies within 30
Oh.
feet to make it.
That's fair. Okay.
Because
That's fair. That's yeah.
I
That's
do
much-
not need my holy symbol. Ironically enough, it
Okay.
just is me.
All right. Do they have to be able to see you, or do you have to be seeing them? or
I
is it
have to
just-
see them within 30 feet. Am I blind?
No. So you're gonna get the guards next to you, but because you're facing. I do have you facing that way.
Yeah.
Oh shit. All right.
Thanks, dude.
That's fair. All right. I did that one to myself.
Fair enough.
DC 13
saves.
wisdom saves.
All right.
For those three.
So guard captain's gonna pass. The other two, one has a natural 1, and the other one is a 7 + 0.
Sick.
So, yeah. So guard captain man. Is
I
fine.
might be chained, battered, and beaten, but these men are still scared of me.
Yeah, they're terrified of.
Oh my
Good luck RPing that one.
I mean, I will 100% shake, rattle, and roll attached, affixed to this cross and bleed out and sputter out some blood.
Sure.
And I would 100% say, I told you they're going to fucking kill all of you.
Yeah, so I would say a combination of those things.
We're scared of that guy for some reason.
Yeah, somehow
Not
you.
these ones.
Not the guy stabbing me in the side.
Yeah,
Ow!
functionally, they're scared of Marcus. In reality, this
It's
whole
the- it's the
situation
scene.
is a problem.
Apparently, he said we were going to kill them, and oh no, he was.
He was correct. Yeah, so that's they start quivering in their boots.
Shaking
So
in there.
are they frightened of you?
Yeah! They have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks while they can see me, and
God,
they
I was
can't
sure they
move
didn't have to
closer
run.
towards me.
Okay.
Which
so the
would
one
mean-
can't re-grab.
Which would mean that they couldn't collectively carry
Carry
him out
me
of the
in a
room
way.
because the one would have
Oh,
to move toward
fuck.
him to carry him
Yeah,
out.
you're right.
Don, I told you. I don't need weapons. I don't need armor.
Not if they can carry him. No, they might not be able to
Yeah.
carry him that way. Yes, so they can't.
Because it's a 5-foot hallway, they're gonna have to shimmy, so they
Yeah.
literally can't. God damn it. Okay.
It
Well-
was their hubris.
Oh, thank you for
Yeah.
visiting me.
You're welcome.
Alright, that's my turn.
Okay. So that's it's the bird's turn.
The bird's turn. I'm gonna whisper to the raven, "Help the cat," and Twig will have advantage next
Very good.
on her next turn. Her
Okay.
next attack.
Next is guard number 1, who is that the one closer to?
That's the one
It's
closer
the one
to
that
the
she
individual
stabbed
that
already.
attacked.
Okay.
Are you still back in the hallway, or did you move in?
Nope, I haven't moved yet. A really bad roll.
Ah.
So, who's right there? Shay and Twig.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
I missed, and my sword is lodged in a cross.
that's right.
She
Yeah.
got stabbed.
Yep.
This is guard
Um,
1?
One.
We
Guard
said?
1, yes. Guard 1 is going to make an attack on Shay, who's in the wood, with his blade. That is a.
He's frightened of me, so he's disadvantage.
It's a 10.
No.
I'm so fucking scary.
So he misses with
I'm
his
just
blade.
bleeding
It's
on
terrifying
him.
how scary you are.
Continues through
I'm just bleeding on him and he's unnerved.
to try to hit Twig,
Club.
Yeah.
and we'll see if he's able to hit the cat. Oh my god. Nope. Yeah,
Movie
so
references tonight on
Right.
point.
He spit blood in his eyes.
yeah. You spit blood, and he yells and swings wildly. Shay, with the blade, dips down and continues to pull on his blade, and Twig just kind of deftly leaps backwards out of the range of this man's sword as he just trying to hold Marcus with one hand and swing wildly with the other one, having blood spit in his eyes. He's not blinded. He's just
Scared.
He really
Sad.
doesn't get paid enough.
I'm scared.
Doesn't get paid enough. Doesn't get paid enough. He's having a bad day. Next up is the young master.
Finally. Okay. All right, let's see. So it's here. So.
Really like that my first thing in like a month and a half back with the group is I scare the enemies while I'm affixed to a cross and spit blood in the eyes of my captors.
All right, as I walk into the room, I'm definitely going to look at Marcus and say, we need to talk about your inventory. And then I'm going to look at this man right here. Is he an elf or is he a person?
It could be both.
You don't know.
Impossible to tell.
What is he? Does he have knife ears or not?
No, he looks like a human.
Don't care, he's getting reduced. Con save DC 14.
That is an 18 plus 2.
Nice game. Wonderful.
Reduced on.
Nice game. I'm sorry.
To be fair, Don's been getting beat up too.
So, I would have told the bird to help Twig, and that'll conclude my turn.
Okay. Yeah. So you throw like your blade arm, or you don't have your blade out. You
Nope, dynamite and warhammer.
Yeah, you pass reduce, and the magic goes towards him and hits him, and he just kind of looks up at you, hammer and dynamite in hand, and just as he doesn't shrink in front of you, you've got, I guess, kind of, you have like a wild look in your eyes. Yeah, you're insane. Yeah, Shimmer is up after that.
He's a wizard?
Reduce! No!
Try again?
Resort to the dynamite. He just hits him with the hammer.
Bonk!
Reduce him and then smash him.
Oh my god, lord.
Well, this is better.
Let's show we're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, Shimmer, I haven't been able to tell Shimmer what to do.
Right, that's
so.
fair. Okay. So guard number
Shimmer
2.
dodge.
Yep.
Shimmer dodges. Guard number 2 is going to not move closer to Marcus and swivel around, so that way he can get in range of Shay.
He can't get to me without moving
Really?
closer to Marcus. He has to go
sincerely
through
can't.
Marcus to get to me.
He can stab me.
Okay.
He would stab me.
Yeah.
Like as a
There's-
for real.
Yeah,
if
no.
this dude thinks he's dying.
Yeah, you just spit blood in the eyes of his friends, and there's nothing. Yeah, he's gonna stab you for sure.
Cool. He has advantage on his attack roll. I'm frightening him, so he's just straight rolls.
Okay. Does an 11 hit?
Yeah, dude, my AC's 9 right now. I'm
Oh,
not
right,
wearing
'cause
any
you're not having
clothes.
on. Yeah.
I'm naked and dying. Doc, what's going on? Roll in the tray.
Yeah, I know. That is 5 points of slashing damage.
Dude, you roll ones like a champion.
I know. It's really sad.
Yeah, just give me the old longsword plungy.
And with his second attack, same deal.
Yep.
Yep, that hits. 7.
Pog, dude, I'm down.
Alright. Marcus
There goes my
slumps-
backup plan.
slumps a little bit.
Slumps a little
He's
bit
still
more.
hanging, just he sinks down 3 inches. His torso sags a little bit in these bindings. Yeah, and this guard just
Stabs him. Oh my god, what is he? Kill it!
yeah, he doesn't like that whole deal. Does the frighten wear off when you go?
Dude, I don't know. To be perfectly
I
honest,
would think that it does.
I don't know,
Do you
man.
not
need
a
to concentrate?
spell.
Yeah, what is it?
It's not. I don't concentrate. They repeat the saving throw at the end of their turns. It does not indicate anything about me for my state of consciousness.
So they both would have repeated the save.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Let's. So guard number 1 it's wisdom.
Yeah, I'm
14.
DC 13, so he's out.
And guard 2 rolls a 2, so he's still
The guy who
terrified.
killed
The guy
me
who killed me is still terrified.
He's even more scared because
He
he's still
honestly doesn't know if you're dead. Like, legitimately unsure. Doesn't know if you're dead.
Plunges his sword twice into an
Impossible to tell. Can't tell.
It's like when I kill a spider.
Yeah.
Why am I still afraid?
Yeah. Honestly, if he can't do anything else, you can see in his eyes he's gonna do it again. Yeah. He can't.
Well, it's just gonna actually murder me.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Nice, that's cool.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Dandelion.
I'm gonna cast Hex on the guy who just killed Marcus.
Down.
So Dandelion
appears on top of
on top of the post. You see Dandelion just appear on top of Marcus's cross.
Nice.
Yeah, and
1-foot winged dandelion.
Yes.
For the Marcuses in the room that are
Yes,
unconscious.
that's fair.
he can't. He's unconscious. So.
Yeah. What save?
No, she's hexing first. She hasn't said what she's doing afterwards, correct?
Yeah, he.
She
Yeah,
has
what
to
save
pick
for
an
hex?
ability for
Oh,
hex.
oh.
Or yeah, what ability?
Yeah, it's,
Yeah,
it's,
what
it's
ability?
ability
Yeah.
checks.
Let's go with the good old strength.
I'm gonna grapple the fuck out of that man.
Now,
Without your arms.
Bite him.
question:
Yes.
Is he still holding up this?
Yeah, I would say it's sitting on his shoulder.
Okay.
So he just turned and ran Marcus through. I hate him.
I hate
So-
this guy so much. I've been torturing him for days, and I hate him.
The whole thing is leaning it's.
Yeah, I would say it's swiveled a little bit and is kind of halfway leaning
across-
against the wall. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And he's resting.
Yeah, the top of it I would say is leaning against the wall because he's
Okay.
got the one post on his arm and it would have swiveled slightly because the other person dropped it.
I would like to run down that post and Eldritch blast this man in the face.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm very sorry, but you're within 5 feet.
Is that a range?
I think
Yeah.
you have disadvantage there.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, ranged attacks.
That's a rule for ranged attacks.
Yep.
Take the gunner feat. It'll work.
Entirely up to you if you want to say it's too cool and you don't give a fuck.
I think it's too cool.
You have every right to
Yeah.
override whatever
It's
mechanical
too cool.
nonsense you fucking care about.
That's
dude.
fair. Yeah, no, it's too cool.
Agreed.
Also, I don't know if it does it count as a ranged attack.
Yes, it's a ranged spell
Yeah, it
attack.
does.
Ranged
Yeah,
spell
it's a
attack,
ranged spell
too.
attack.
I mean, do you want me to roll
No,
disadvantage?
He
it's
said
cool.
it's too
It's too
fucking
cool.
cool.
Okay. Yeah. That was a 19 that I rolled.
Yeah, for sure. it's-
So.
Right in the mouth, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be 8 force damage plus what was it, 6 for the
For hex,
D6.
yes, D6.
d6.
Mm-hmm.
6 necrotic.
So you how much was on the?
8 force,
8 plus
6
4.
necrotic.
Got it. Okay. To guard number 2, yeah. So Dandelion standing atop this post appears, and you watch as a purple shimmery brand appears on the armor in front of him, and you just watch as a blast of eldritch energy, almost kind of pseudo runs down the edge of this post and strikes this man in the chest. And he does maintain a hold of this thing on his shoulder as he kind of stumbles slightly, and the thing shifts a little bit. And we are back to the top of the order with Twig.
Out of curiosity,
Yes.
did you have him make a saving throw or
I did.
an ability check?
Okay. Yes.
If it was an ability check, Frighten would still give him the disadvantage.
Right. But
Cool. Save works for me.
yeah.
I'm gonna stab the guard directly in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
She'd have flanking bonus? Or no? She would, because
I'm unconscious. I
you
don't
are,
know where.
but Dandelion is
I'm
atop the cross above you.
Yeah, you'd be kind of in the same space as Marcus at that point, I guess, because you're running down it. We just have you sitting up there for
Cool.
visual. So yeah.
2.
So plus 2. Is it plus 2?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for 1.
25.
Yes.
Don't think she needed it, but
Yeah. That's a number.
Twenty.
20. Sure. That's guard 1.
guard 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he does not look very good as you stab towards him again with your rapier and stab the area between, same as the guard that you did before, kind of right in the section of the arm where it had been previously holding Marcus's cross, and you rip backwards. And he doesn't look as terrified. He's definitely not having a great day. But he's not frightened anymore. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Mr. Pigeon.
Alright, I'm gonna inflict wounds on this guy.
Yep. Grabbing his face again.
Oh, yeah. That is a natural 20.
Uh-huh.
You want to reroll the 10 to see if you get the second natural 20?
If I do, can
For
I have an extra
flavor.
die? Oh, it was close.
So close.
Alright, so that's gonna be 47 necrotic damage.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
And then, my bonus action, I'm gonna hit him with my spectral sickle.
Mm-hmm.
For 16
To hit.
to hit.
Oh, 16 hits, yes.
And, yeah. For, I think 6.
6.
Yes.
Okay.
So 53 total damage.
Very good.
And without leaving his engagement range, I'm sure he's. I don't know. Maybe he's dazed enough. We're gonna cartwheel around each other. A
Okay.
couple of times.
Yes, you
Do some
dance,
spins.
you dance
Yeah.
around in a
Yeah.
circle.
Just try and shift it up.
Shuffle the cup.
Yeah. You know. It might not work. I don't know. Maybe he got hit so bad he closed his eyes
Flick
for a
wound,
minute.
stab
I
him in
have
the
no
back,
idea.
and
Well,
Yes,
he is looking at me saying,
spin your partner round and round.
Yeah. Okay, so how does the clone work? We talked about this, right?
Yeah, when it actually confused them, you were just like doing odds on whether they were hitting the right one. Just
Sure.
like I don't remember what odds it was. It doesn't actually have to confuse them in this instance, but I would do it whether I thought it would work or not.
Sure.
It's shuffle the cup, Don.
It is shuffle the cup.
Yeah,
eye
but
contact
right
with
from
me.
him.
He does have
Dynamite
contact
Warhammer.
with
The
you. Yeah.
cup's right in
What's
front
this
of
guy's
him,
deal?
unless you both go behind him and then do, the...
No,
What
and
is this?
I did hit him in between. You know.
I'm trying to think what he would do in this instance, because there's a fucking insane person in front of him holding dynamite, and I don't know if he wants to put his
is
back
this
to
a giant barrel of actual fire?
It's
I,
a tor- it's
I
just a
also
torch.
have dealt like 110
No, it's just a small torch.
damage or something across 2 turns almost. I think.
Yeah. Crazy or not, I think he's going to
Tobos
attempt
do.
to attack you.
Yeah.
Um,
That's okay.
Just one stick.
How does the, what is it, blur?
Not a bundle.
Blur.
Spell?
Or whatever
Gives
the thing
you-
that gives you...
Yeah, blur is like they have to beat like a 12 or something, and if they do, they break
Okay.
one of the and like the
That's-
numbers cascade down or something.
Okay. Yeah,
Or that might be mirror image.
No, you're talking about
mirror
mirror
image.
image. That's
Alright,
mirror
so
image.
let's...
Blur
I'll
is they
roll.
straight roll, and it's above 10 because you like are flickering, or maybe I'm thinking of the other flickering.
No, that's
spell.
blur. Yeah,
Okay,
everything's
so,
blur.
so let's roll and see if he can determine which guard pigeon is...
It's not Lawrence.
That's a natural 20, so he knows
He's
which
got
one
it.
is.
Yep, great.
Yeah, so he's gonna swivel
This
around.
guy's got eagle eyes.
And
Yeah,
as
really.
he turns, I will specify that this man does not have a weapon. He has his 2 fists with spiked brass knuckles on it, with like brass vines on them. And he's going to turn and he is going to 1-2 swing at the captain pigeon behind him. Jesus Christ. All right, so it's a natural 1 and a natural 20.
Oh,
one
Fjordane
of those
smash.
hits.
Yeah, so the one hits. The other one obviously doesn't. Okay, so that is
Oh boy.
21 points of piercing damage, bludgeoning damage, and please make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Do I still make it if I am unconscious?
No.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You rail him and he turns around and clogs in the fucking face.
Yep.
Yeah, so he turns and just looks at you. No more games. And clocks you in the side of the face with this attack, and you crumple to the ground. And does your clone disappear? Is that concentration?
I don't think it is.
Okay.
I think spiritual weapon might.
Spiritual weapon will disappear. That's right.
Spiritual
that's right.
weapon
Is not concentration.
Nope, just
concentration
kidding. It's not
either.
concentration.
Okay, so that's hanging around. It won't be able to do anything, but it's here.
Let me see. There's a chance that it says my illusion.
Okay.
Operates like.
Sure. While you're
Concentration
figuring
without
that
being
out, I'll move on to Shay, just so that way, because I know it's getting late.
Yeah. If I would lose concentration, I do lose the clone.
Okay.
So,
yep,
the clone
guard
would go
clone
on.
fades.
Mhm.
How is Big Man looking?
He is bloodied.
He
as
is?
is guard number 1.
Okay. As is guard number 1. Bonus action to dislodge the sword.
Yes. Pull that out.
Yeah. Marcus is down. Bird. Then guard 1. I'm gonna stab guard 1.
Okay. Cool.
Uh, 14.
14 does not hit.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna stay put because I don't particularly want to disengage.
Sure.
So that's all I'm doing.
Cool. Next up is Marcus, who is
Coming home, buddy.
Coming home.
That's an 8.
All right. It's 1. The bird.
Bam. I said bam. Let me fail, damn it. It's literally like...
What is your bird doing?
Bird?
What would you have commanded it to do?
Probably to continue to help the cat.
Okay. Next up is
Guard 1.
Guard 1. Guard 1 is going to swing at the cat. The cat has stabbed him twice.
Ooh.
Good old twig. That is a natural 1.
Wait a second.
There's poison on my sword, and it's right next to him. If you'd like options.
I just realized he crit somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Thank goodness. I'm saved.
Just give him disadvantage on his second attack.
Thinking of having him stumble and knock you over.
Me?
Yeah.
Dude,
and
yeah.
Like the other guy over.
I like that.
Kind of knock both of you guys over.
Yeah,
as
he swings wildly and I fall.
Yeah, and hits both of you. Well, yours,
What is
you're
he
gonna
swinging?
catch on the wall, but
Longsword.
he's.
You could just eat.
All right, so let's see what happens with the other guard here.
It's the bit of
Okay,
me.
he rolls a 5. So guard number 2 is going to fall as Marcus swivels, and
He's going to fall prone, or is he going to fall away from Marcus?
He's
Since
going to
he's still
fall-
afraid of Marcus, is the reason I have to ask if he's going to be next to him or not.
sure. I'm trying to think. So if he stumbles backwards and Marcus swivels, it's going to pull him. So he is going to... He's pulling this shoulder. Yeah, he's going to fall prone facing the cage as he's kind of spun.
In the same space he was in, though?
Yes.
Okay.
Marcus
Marcus.
is going to swivel, and as this whole thing falls back down towards the floor,
Can I
This
use my
guard-
reaction to slow its, like to try and,
jump under it.
well, not no.
To flap.
I will get
to flap and
squished.
try to hold.
To try and just
To
slow
descend
it
it
down.
slowly.
Sure. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you as it slides down the wall, Dandelion grabs a hold of this and flaps as it slides towards the floor, next to the other guard.
Just
And-
to not jostle the already dying
Yes.
Marcus.
I'm into it.
No.
I'm down.
And on his second attack, he is going to stab again towards the cat. That's a 21. And that is 6 points of slashing damage. And it is Ren's turn. Marcus is unconscious on the ground. The other guard next to him is on the floor.
Okay, so in order to stabilize somebody, do I have to make a medicine check, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's take a look here real quick. Yeah. Gotta do it. Gotta walk towards the big guy here.
Mm-hmm.
Light the dynamite.
Let's end this
We're
one.
taking us all.
Yeah, alright, so it's an action, so
Yes.
I'll make the medicine check. That's a 4, he's dead. Probably dead.
Yeah, so it does not.
actually.
What?
I believe if you fail, I think I make a throw again.
Really?
Because I think you can actually negatively assist somebody with attempting to stabilize. That might be
No.
like grim alternative rules that I've read before.
Yeah, that sounds
I'm
like meat grinder
misremembering.
rules.
Yeah, absolutely.
no, not-
So cool. It just
Yeah.
simply does not
Just
assist.
simply does not assist.
Cool.
Yes. Yep.
Pog, do good night.
Okay.
I
Well,
appreciate you for trying.
I'll set the warhammer down next to him, and this guy's on the ground. I already. I didn't make an attack, so I can't. Yeah, that'll include my turn.
Okay. Next up is Shimmer.
I would have told Shimmer to start, like, getting at the ties, like the bindings.
Sure.
Give me one hand. It's all I need to Goomba bop this guy in the head.
Okay, so this guard is going to stand. Rin is here now.
Did he roll at the end of his previous turn to see if he was still afraid of Marcus?
Good point.
Please still be afraid of Marcus.
That is a wisdom
DC 13.
10. So yes, he is.
Yay, I'm
saying
safe.
We're saying Rin is here.
Well, he stabbed you because he didn't have another action to take. But
he couldn't reach anybody else because
Yeah.
he was scared of you. And now Rin's
He
here.
understands that the tide of this.
And you're on the floor, so he'd actually have to move closer to you to stab you.
Yeah, logically he would attack Rin, who is literally standing right in front of him, not the. Despite being terrified of the demon on the floor, logically, I don't think. I think that would be. As much as I would love to stab you and have you die, I don't think that would make logical sense in the midst of combat while there are other people.
The insane man is here.
Yeah,
Come on.
I think he is smart enough to realize that he would attack Rin and not stab you. If Rin had not moved over here, he would have 100% stabbed you.
Mm-hmm.
So, Rin, he's going to attack you.
He's still frightened of me.
He is still frightened.
Really great at rolling in the
really
train.
Really good. 11.
I wink at him as I dodge.
Okay. Second attack. 14.
No.
Okay. That's his turn, Dandelion. He rolls again.
Yeah, and it's 10.
Yes.
Not for one.
He's more.
It's worse now.
Is he gonna
He
break
turned
down and
around
cry?
and
I'm just
man.
like bleeding onto the ground and just sputter out.
Well, he got knocked over by your body, and then a man with dynamite appeared. So,
With the goggles on.
yeah.
He gave me a hammer despite me being unconscious.
Like trust you when you do something.
Leaning against him, so it's like right on him.
Yeah.
You're gonna need this. Here you go.
Gonna hit me with that hammer.
Dandelion.
Can you make a wisdom saving throw
I
for
sure
me?
can.
Which character?
That guy.
The guard.
Card 2.
That is a 13.
So he's going to take 14 points of psychic damage from Dissonant Whispers, as well as an additional 5 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And he has to run as far away as he can.
All right.
Do you whisper
On his
something?
turn or immediately?
Right now.
Immediately with his reaction.
Yeah, so I guess he's yeeting down the hallway. There's not really... Or into the corner.
Corner over the corpse of the clown.
No.
Hallway.
Definitely not going to the clown.
It has to
I
be
guess
away.
it has
Oh,
to be
clown.
away,
It
so
has
he
to be
has
away
to go
from me.
towards the clown.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
she's
As
Like
he
here.
runs
He
away,
provokes from Paul.
he does provoke from
Yep.
Paul if he pigeons down.
correct.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's going to use his full movement and run that way. He's going to provoke an attack from you.
He just hears some very spooky whispers within his
Yep.
within his head.
Fantastic. So he has to run away, so it provokes opportunity attack. I can use spells.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming Firebolt will not have disadvantage since he does eventually break a distance.
Yeah, I'll say that your reaction...
It's as he leaves your
Yeah,
space. It's
absolutely.
yeah,
I
whatever.
would say that you can do that. Yeah, absolutely. No disadvantage
Yeah,
on that. I think
forecaster.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's going to be 21.
That hits.
And...
Send him
No.
right in the ass.
Oh, 4.
4 points. Okay.
On his back.
He is bloodied as he... What is he here, Dandelion, whisper-wise?
So like imagine like really pretty peaceful music with like a really screechy violin over top of it.
Oh, don't love that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and you're standing above Marcus, so he's going to assume that that's coming from Marcus, and he's going
Oh,
to
no,
run.
I think there's verbal.
Oh, sure.
components
Okay,
to
yeah,
it,
so you're floating
From
above
Marcus.
Marcus.
He's moving his lips.
fucking kill you.
I'm technically the one whispering the melody.
Yeah.
But
You're
Yeah, so
trying to
he
sound like
runs.
Mark.
no.
Yeah, so he
I'm
hears that.
Dandelion.
I mean, if
horrible,
anything,
horrible
dude, I
sound.
would still be afraid because it's like, this is my little fey fucking demon protector that's
Yeah,
scaring you
that's-
away from me.
Yeah, no, that's
Like,
that's not
you
good. There's a
stabbed-
man with dynamite
You
and a
stabbed
fairy.
Marcus. She appeared in front of you.
Yeah.
Blasted you in the face with an eldritch blast. And
That's
then
fair.
whispered
Your name
that.
is dumb.
He's having a really bad day. Yeah, for the sake of speed, back to the top of the order if you have nothing else, Dandelion.
Command Shimmer?
Yeah, Command Shimmer.
Yep.
Who to do what?
Continue biting.
Continue biting.
Yeah.
Okay. Twig.
So Mr. Pigeon's down.
Mr. Pigeon's down.
That guy.
All three guys are bloodied.
Okay. So, I guess when I see Mr. Pigeon go down, I'm gonna move here.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
I'm
going
gonna
to
clench
disengage?
up and I'm gonna cast Moonbeam. I'm gonna beam him.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Did you disengage from the other guy's bonus action? Or is he getting an opportunity attack? Number one. The one you were engaged with.
Do I have to hit them on my turn?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, yeah, whatever. Disengage with them.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, you move over. You're gonna beam this man.
I'm gonna beam him.
Sure.
So he makes a con save. I guess it's on his turn. It starts.
Okay.
How's it read?
When a creature enters the spell area for the first time or starts their turn here, they're engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain and must make a Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
So
Big's the area.
it's
5.
5 feet.
Okay.
So it's just on him.
Yeah.
And it doesn't.
Nah, I recently looked up the Crawford ruling on this. It's not intended to do it right away. It's when the creature starts their turn. They still
Interesting.
can't avoid the damage,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it
So
just doesn't
I
happen
rolled
until
it. He
their turn.
rolled a 4.
That's phrasing.
Yeah.
So he is going to take the damage on his turn.
Yes.
Because of that exact same phrasing.
Cool. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Mr. Pigeon.
Make a save. 15.
All right. That's one success.
Fuck. Oh, Captain.
This guy's turn.
Con saves.
Yeah, so I rolled a 4 on the con save, plus 3 is 7. So that'll be 9. Which I obviously fails. There's no scenario in which it doesn't. So what happens? He's engulfed in ghostly flame.
Ghostly flames. Searing pain takes 2d10. That's 14. 14 damage.
Okay. Describe how you kill this "Oh Captain, my Captain" as you engulf him in you. So for visuals here, there is a space on the ceiling which traces into the shape of a circle, not a weird Pac-Man moon, an actual circle, and a beam of bluish gray light rockets down onto this man, circling the space around him, and on his turn, the floor in front of him and in his space engulfs with this same bluish gray fire that slowly crawls up his body and like runs along his arms as he just looks at these brass vine knuckles on his hands and looks over to Twig. Do you want to say or do anything as he is like looking at you?
I'm gonna flip him off.
Yeah, you double flip him off and he falls
The
to
bird.
his knees
Stabbed
and
my
falls
thumb.
forward. And that is his turn, as he is dead. Shay.
I got. Reposition on this boy and guard captain doesn't look like he's breathing.
No.
Good. Actually, before I reposition, do I know what Moonbeam does?
I would say that you are aware of what it does. Yes.
I'm not going to move closer to it. I'm going
Absolutely.
to stab this man.
Yep.
Uh, 19 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Dandelion's still over here, yes?
Yes. She is.
And Ren's still next to him. He's within 5 feet of him as well, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
It's a trash roll. 9 plus whatever you think the poison does.
Got it. Okay. Roll a d6 for me.
Another 4.
You stab your blade as these few drips of poison drip off of this blade, and you stab into him, and he cries out and falls to his knees and falls to the ground.
Does he appear to be unconscious?
He does appear to be unconscious, dead, yes.
Good.
Yes. Guard 1 is dead.
Okay, he's down. Marcus is still down.
Marcus is still down, as is Mr. Pigeon.
With my knowledge of medicine and my pain relief ointment, could I use my bonus action to assist Marcus in any sort of way? I have 3 doses. Leftover red wine from boiling agrimony mixed with aloe gel.
Sure.
He has wounds because he was stabbed.
Yep.
Slowly making progress. I believe.
Yeah, I will say that it will use the 3 charges of that you have, but I'll let you make the medicine check.
Okay. Straight medicine check?
Yes.
Okay. It's 16.
Okay, Marcus, you are stabilized.
Cool.
Next up is Marcus.
I'm unconscious.
You're unconscious.
I can't do it.
All right. Next up is the bird and Rin.
Yeah, I'll have the bird claw at that guy and help me my attack. With my free item interaction, I would like to stick the aloe plant in his mouth that I have. Just nom-noms, and then
Sure.
turn and firebolt this guy.
Sure, absolutely.
Oh my god. Is that real? 14.
14 does not hit.
Amazing. Wizards are great. That's my turn.
Nice game.
Yeah, guard number 2.
Shimmer.
Sorry, yeah, Shimmer.
By the way.
I would say that he has released Marcus's hands.
Yeah, both arms.
Yeah.
I'm unconscious.
You're unconscious. Your arms flop to the side. Pop. Next up is guard number 2.
Who's still scared of Marcus?
Is still scared of
Scared of-
Marcus.
and me.
Now can't move back towards Marcus.
Is he
don't-
actually?
Is he
I don't think he's
frightened?
frightened.
Or he just had to run from
He
you?
might
Yeah,
have just
he's
had to
just
run.
running.
But he
was-
can't move
still-
towards you.
he still can't
That's what
come
I
get
mean.
me.
He can't. Yeah. So, Jesus.
Throw something.
He's going to. Can he swivel without getting closer to Marcus to get to Twig?
He could.
He can do that,
past
right?
The torch to get toward Twig.
Well, 'cause I
it
think- can
wouldn't
he go
be
in-
toward Marcus.
He's further away from Marcus than Twig is.
If he moved this way, he wouldn't be going toward Marcus.
He could throw his weapon if he wanted to.
He's gonna have to just throw his weapon. He can't move closer.
He could give up, since his guard captain and his friend are dead. I don't know if he would, but there are still 1, 2, 3, 4 of us conscious.
There's also a man with dynamite in his hands.
And,
Yeah, no,
and
that's
I'm,
fair.
hitting him,
You're
I'm
right.
hitting him with the Django smile.
Yeah, no, at that, that's
not as an
that is a fair
encouragement,
point. No, absolutely, that is a fair point. His captain is dead, his friend is dead, most of you are alive, and there's a man with dynamite.
There's also a torch there.
There is a torch there, and he has also. I've also specified that he's definitely not paid enough for this.
And he's still scared.
And
He's
Marcus
still
is
scared.
waking up.
While Marcus is unconscious.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
right.
But he's not dying.
Yeah, he's not dying.
So he's gonna drop his weapon, and we will drop. Mr. Pigeon is still unconscious, so we still have to stay in
Doing
initiative
great.
order. But he's gonna just drop to his knees and drop his weapon and put his hands up.
My name's Isaac.
Isaac is dead.
Isaac too.
Isaac too.
I'm also Isaac. It's the most common name in the kingdom.
I fucking knew. He didn't tell me.
My twin brother Isaac.
Yeah, so he is going to just shake and drop his weapon and fall to his knees. Dandelion, you're up.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him.
Yeah,
He just stabbed Marcus right
Sure.
in front of me.
Absolutely.
that's true.
That's not. I miss, probably.
An intimidation
Oh, yeah.
tactic. It's just next to
What
the
is
head.
that, +6?
Is this the guy that stabbed him?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, well.
14.
14 does not hit. See this blast of Eldritch
A
energy.
warning shot.
Yeah,
It's not
hits-
a warning. I was aiming for him.
Yeah.
A warning shot.
There's a
Back
lot
to the
stuff
top
in
of the
way.
order with Twig, as this blasts into the wall above his head, and he just.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
This guy suddenly is impossible.
It's divine intervention.
I can't wait for his vengeance when he like stabs Mike and I and kills us both somehow. He had to make
he's
the frighten
dropped-
check.
Did he have a shield?
Yes.
Did he dropped the shield when he took a knee?
Yes.
What was
That's
did his
right.
AC drop?
He's still in chain.
He's still unchained, yeah, so it still stays. Oh my god, he's a
It's
4,
still,
so
like,
he's
it's
still
still
terrified.
sure.
Still terrified of unconscious Marcus.
Relevant because she was close.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a 15 or 16 base, I think.
16.
Yeah, 16 base. Yep.
Cool. Mr. Pigeon. Unless you're doing something else on him.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
All right,
Close
Mr.
up at
Pigeon.
one, baby.
stabilized.
You can kill him.
Yeah,
Oh my
he's
God,
up at
yeah.
1.
Oh, that
Yeah, I'm gonna
much.
cough and I'm just gonna roll over on top.
Roll the eyes.
Yeah. Just cough, sit up, and when I say it, I'm just gonna roll over with my sickle and just
Drive it into his
I'm gonna
brain.
say he's close enough that I'm gonna let you just
Does
take
that-
the kill with that.
Sure.
Do you get,
Yes.
So are saving throw, like death saving throw, is not considered like your action?
No, it happens at the beginning of your turn.
Oh,
If you roll a 20, you stabilize at 1, and you still have the remainder of your turn.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you roll
Yeah, I
over,
did not
push
know
him
that.
back, climb on him, and stab your sickle into his brain.
doesn't
Yep.
that happen that often?
Mm-hmm.
So we are now out of initiative order.
Yank
As
it out.
everyone is no longer dying. Marcus is still unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that works, but I would bonus action healing word Marcus. I don't actually know if that gets you up or not. I don't know if it's only while you're making saves.
Sure.
But
So yeah,
Take it back
you
up.
you open your eyes as Mr. Pigeon's terrifying clown energy.
7 HP.
Please, he's a god still.
You see me turn to you.
Yeah, that doesn't drop from concentration
as
either.
Lawrence.
Yeah, I'm still Lawrence the
Yeah.
Guard.
So you awaken and open your eyes and kind of push your head up slightly, and you see your friends surrounding you. You see a guard sitting on top of another guard on the other side of the room with a sickle sticking out of his head. And Ren is standing. Dandelion is standing essentially over top of you and floating a foot tall. And Ren is standing next to you holding a warhammer and a bundle of dynamite.
Just because there's an aloe plant.
He's not
Yes,
holding the
that's right.
Warhammer. The
Yeah,
Warhammer's
Warhammer's
on Marcus.
against
Oh, that's
Marcus,
right.
yeah.
That's right.
I guess I'll slowly let the thick, delicious... Is it just the leaf, or is it the delicious goo of the aloe?
It's also the leaf.
Yeah, the leaf and the goo.
I mean, I'll...
I don't think you're not supposed to eat the leaf.
I know.
It's
That's why it's like...
I failed the medicine
Goodbye,
check,
man.
man.
Goodbye, my friend. I don't know why you woke me to do this.
It's fine. It'll pass.
Yeah, I mean, I'll...
I would say you would know enough.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking,
Yeah.
because if it's just the leaf, it'd be like, thanks, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's
Really helpful. Like I'm a druid.
Yeah, no.
It's got the gel in it.
Yeah, no, I would savor and suck off the delicious gel.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Spit out
Spit the
the
leaf
leaf.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have one hand free from shimmer.
They're both
Both
free.
hands are free.
Oh, both hands?
Your feet
Your
are
hands
still.
are free.
Oh, I
Your
can
feet
move
are-
And your
again?
sweet, sweet Warhammer right there.
Hmm.
Draped
Yeah.
across you.
Yeah, I mean, I'll, I guess, look down at my still bleeding body and at everybody. Alright.
Welcome back.
I told you not to get caught.
Yeah, I mean,
It's technically not caught if he goes in.
I would like to stand.
I mean, I imagine Shiver would still be working on the.
Yeah, you'd be
Biting
biting
at
the
my
ropes at
feet.
your feet.
Yeah, I mean, if I was not bound at the waist, like, I
Yeah,
guess I would, attempt to curl myself up towards my legs and adjacent to Shimmer and begin to undo my bandages
Sure. Yeah, you
or the bindings.
undo the bindings.
Just push the bloody ropes aside. You all were supposed to leave.
Why would we leave?
Can't afford to be wanted in a city like Greymoor.
It's too late for that.
Yeah.
Actually, we killed
Nobody
all the
knows
ones
we were
that
here.
saw us, so if we get moving, we can probably get out without anybody knowing who it was.
They know you were with me.
And there's a safe house. Also, you should drink this. And I pass him my pain relief drinkable. One dose.
Like
Agrimony
Is that-
mixture.
Tylenol.
Yeah, basically.
My headache's gone.
I would say that, like, it obviously hurts to move.
Yeah.
This makes it hurt a lot less to move.
It's drinkable.
I said what I said.
Just the whole bottle.
Just the shards of glass in my teeth. No wonder why these people were
Is this what you were doing in front of them?
just eating glass for days. We won't give him meals, they just fed me
Did you-
glass.
Drop the moonbeam.
Yep.
Okay.
While that's happening and he's getting up, I want to take the brass knuckles off of that guy, knock his helmet off, and just whale him in the forehead.
Yeah,
Just
absolutely.
climb over and
Yeah. So you
with the brass knuckle. Yep.
Yeah,
Big
you
fan.
guys
You're
all
still a guard.
witness Mr. Pigeon climb on top of this guard captain, pull these vine brass knuckles off, put them on himself, and start
It doesn't
wailing
go.
into this guard's
When you
face,
go-
turning it into
it
essentially
says until
ground
I
beef.
dropped it.
That's awesome.
It's not concentration.
Um,
Or an hour.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I would immediately, upon seeing the furious rage of my good friend, stumble over to you, like still bleeding, and just try to, like, place a hand on your shoulder, like, very hesitantly.
Yeah, after one good one, that would be good. I'm gonna take the other one. Give a little half curtsy.
I'm sorry.
Just climb up and give a nod.
Thank you. It's all right to let it out. I'm gonna crawl back towards my cage. Is it open?
It is.
Okay. Are
Your belongings are inside.
my armor?
Yes.
Good.
Your armor is inside. Yes,
Good.
that's fair specification. Your sword's obviously not just hanging out.
Sword.
Sorry, your maul.
Okay.
Your maul is not hanging around.
Do we hear anybody else coming?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna gather my armor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any sacks or pouches.
You do not.
So I'm just gonna. Oh dear God. Just hold it tightly to my chest.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not intending to wear it out, we could put it in the bag.
Sure.
I'll just open it. We're gonna talk about it later. You're not. I don't know. No, not just the armor. All your shit.
Do you have my cloak?
He's referring to your thieves' lamps.
Thieves' lamps.
Your cloak.
Whatever are thieves' lamps?
No. What?
What are thieves' lamps?
The ones that you had.
Not just the lamps. Let's go.
Those are lamps.
Yes. Yep.
I'm very confused.
Actually, these ones, we have both of them with us.
My lamps.
They were very helpful.
Yes, they're good for...
Sneaking.
Oh, I didn't think sneaking. I was thinking more finding people who sneak.
Right. That's what the grappling hook was for. Right. And the crowbar.
Yes, in case anyone ever scales walls to escape my inquisition, I could, swiftly climb after them.
Yep, in full plate. Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna remove my cloak and pass it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Since he's, I assume,
I have pants. No
Shirtless.
pants, right? Yeah. I'm using the shirt.
That's normal.
yeah,
Just like
yes, but
bleeding.
you're covered in tattoos and wanted.
And also pretty bloody.
And I'm bleeding wherever we go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I would dump my armor into the bag and look fondly at my lamps.
We should go back out the way we came in.
We have to free that guy.
Me? I'm right here. You did that already.
There's another.
We bumped into some
Another
other people
Marcus?
looking to release someone on the way in.
We found him.
We think we found him.
He looked like the guy. Right?
Yes.
Or did I not?
You made the assumption that it was because it was
Yeah,
not
I mean,
Marcus.
I'm dying and in agony and very tired, but I'm down to make a pit stop.
It's on the way, for the most part.
That sounds fine.
We promised.
I do care about promises, so sure. Yeah, I mean, guess I'll start clumsily walking my way over in whatever direction you guys start walking.
Mm-hmm.
Just
I want to run over this guard captain's pockets
Mhm.
before.
Sure. Yeah, so you kind of gather things and gather the stuff out of his pocket. I'll think about what would be in his pockets. And
Yeah, I mean, I would only be looking for anything that seemed important.
Sure.
I'm not like taking like loose gold or anything
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. I
of
don't
course.
particularly care.
Yep.
Just give him a quick pat down when I'm taking his
Yeah.
breast knuckles.
Yep.
Do the knuckles look like specifically ornate, or like that? Does it mean anything to me, like lore wise, or do they just look like fancy breast knuckles?
They're vines,
Okay.
like thorny vines. That's all I'll point out.
Okay.
But yeah, that's essentially, rather than them being breath knuckles, they are.
He had to make a con save when he got hit. Did
Correct.
it feel like it was channeled energy from the man or from the knuckles? Like poison on the knuckles or...
No, there's not anything visually on the knuckles.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I'll stumble along and
Mhm.
I was given the warhammer back. You said, right?
Yep.
Cool. Yeah. No, I will just pat the head of the warhammer. Feels good to hold a weapon again. Thank you all.
There will be time for thanks when we get all the way out of here
Yeah.
safely. Get you some rest.
Yes. That would be very nice. Start
Let's go.
wandering that way.
Mhm.
I mean, I would take point with the lamp and follow my trail of 3 ball bearings at a time.
Sure. Mm-hmm. You guys make your way down this hallway around the few bends back towards the set of stairs. And you begin ascending this spiral staircase. And as you get towards the top of the stairs, Shay, you see the face of the other man that had broken in with you, kind of peeking over the stairs, bloodied and beaten pretty badly. And he looks down the stairs and just kind of peers at all of you coming up. We have to get the fuck out of here. And we're going to end there. Friends, thank you very much for watching this evening. We will be picking up with Adoris in 3 weeks. The next 2 Fridays we are off from Adoris for some people that have other things that they need to attend to. We'll probably do some fireside chats and things in the meantime, but we might take one of them off as well. But we will be live on Sunday at 5 o'clock. I believe we're doing a fireside chat. And then next Tuesday with the City of Oshwamp at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you guys very much for watching tonight. Thank you again, Volpix, for the gifted subs. And to, let me scroll back, Just a Dirty Boot for the bits. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate you guys very much, and we'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.